Welcome to Open Minds, Open Mic, the place to be on a Friday night. Tonight we have a special delight for you. Elemental the Poet coming to bring some fire. I know we all want to hear that. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This has been a long time coming. Oh, here comes CP May. See, I knew people would be showing up as soon as we start. I know. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this little piece that I've been working on here. And I don't have a title for it yet. It was supposed to be my backyard, but I got sidetracked and didn't take the walk out back. So this is just something I came up from my living room and the car ride too. So chimeras clad in camo attire seem to tear up sheets of crystallized waves my feet do steer up, leeching a crunch with every reach of the punch they munch away, convey the decay of my boots, incise and revise the way, just another day, blaze of the sun come out to play, swift as a sleigh, the rays that trace my face displace the void of pine, a line just in time to cloak the climb, inclined to write a rhyme to capture the backlit silhouette of a trap set to embrace my soul. Behold the spire, set in place to inspire. Replace my desire with the calm fire burning in my palm, higher, learning, living long. These green giants, the living lung. I had to let someone in on the spot. Twisted my tongue, assisted in spitting the shit gifted. I drift the whole way. I drift like the white coke light snow so bright. I take flight to enlighten minds. Frightened, don't close the blinds. All the hype is frozen in time. The ice enclosed to impose a life of going slow. Potion emotions like oceans flow. Close your eyes so I can glow. Double my size, watch me grow. Grip in the shadows I can throw. Soul of a crow, full blown clone of a stone. So strong, I go long like King Kong, I know mo. Than the sweet song I can show. Reach the veil, reaching the hell, preaching from the swell. Seek the sweetness I smell. Keep the deep shit I tell. Leaflets full of secrets I sell. Seep out of my cell, oh well. I dwell in this place. Grace the pages, I embrace changes, exchanges of good vibes with the forest and good scribes. Tribes of trees teaching me what lies beneath the sea. The skies are wise beyond you and me. I take a knee. Praise to the ones who are raised under the sun, frozen in time, waiting for the summer to come. I lean back and dream of things that will become. Mother Nature pressing further to the tune of a drum. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. Needs a little work, but yeah, I wrote that this morning. So yeah, we'll keep this thing rolling. And so coming up next, we've got Mr. Frogg Corpse. If you would unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother.
Cello. That was very good. I like the poison of oceans glowing. That rhyme, if you kept it rolling, man, you could actually get a flow like an actual current tide rolling. And we keep drifting that through. Great fucking job. I'm still looking forward for your hiking adventure though. That's gonna be that's gonna be transcendental, man. It's gonna be fucking wonderful. You did a kick-ass job on those 31 lines, man. Fucking stellar. Awesome. So this is from a contrapuntal poem that my friend Mara Walden did. Did a bunch of lines, formed them also into a shape of a giant X in the poem as well. So I think it's also known as a compound within that. So it's like a fucking hybrid type. Um, so I took because I read quickly. I do a scan, and then whatever lines hit me, those are the ones I usually lock down to do found poetry, and then if it catches my attention, I read it again more thoroughly, and then of course I do a third just to finalize to see what resonates, what hits, what actually take away from each piece. So this is called the found poetry of Merritt Walden. An astounding light, incomprehensible to fools, flying over southern Indiana, interweaving shrapnel petals along starry pools. Hand in hand, velvet lipped, she leads out of body breath, rendering Ohio speechless. A dispossessed voice of beauty, an oracle's ocean devoured, ingesting all material, all nothingness. all one, brightly feathered. An augury of heart beating reverberates on reflection, nodding off to the thoughts of a lofty love. How this voice rejuvenates, reawakening this fountainous wound, a simple song of beauty, by eyes with this, my burning paradise. And backwards it reads, by eyes with this, my burning paradise, a simple song of beauty, reawakening this fountainous wound, how this rejuvenates, nodding off to the thoughts of a lofty love, an augury of heart beating reverberates on reflection, brightly feathered, ingesting all material, all nothingness, all want, an oracle's ocean devoured, a dispossessed voice of beauty, rendering O speechless. She lives out of body breath, hand in hand, velvet lipped along starry pools, interweaving shrapnel petals, flying over southern Indiana, incomprehensible to fools, an astounding light. Thank you.
Yeah, let's all unmute real quick and give it up for Frogg Corpse.
Yeah.
I
Always a
love Frog
pleasure.
style. It's so
Always brilliant.
Frog. Damn.
Always amazing hearing you, brother. And thanks for that workshop yesterday, man. That was fucking cool, man. We really appreciate. I learned so much from it, man. And yeah, I think we all appreciate you for that. Coming up next, we got Vayl Larkin. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, we'd appreciate it.
Hi. So I'm going to read a section from the play today, and because that's all I'm thinking about right now. And if it's okay, I would like to share a very short video clip right afterwards of a rehearsal that I think a lot of people in the room will appreciate. Thank you. Okay, so first I'll read. The narrator. Once there was a musician. He lived on music, breathed it in like air, grew it like skin, covering him. He fled hell on dreams of far-off lands, and after many treacherous roads, found one. He lived in his wagon until they took it away, and then he lived where he could. Someone gave him a job with no reference or home to his banished name, and fed him too. He found his feet in time, and set off on a more level path to adventure beyond the daydreams of his former self. But the city air on cold concrete still sings in his voice, and he will never leave it entirely behind. Perfect spot, perfect day. The sun shrouded just enough to keep the glare out of the eyes of passers-by. The old doorway, grate locked tight with rusted chain, deep enough to tuck himself inside. No one tips a tripping hazard. He opens his case, takes out a guitar covered in layers of old stickers, and he sits down. His hair is blue, water falling down half his face, the sides shaved. He wears a suit coat and suit pants and a vest and a newsboy cap, and none of them match, and none of them are their original colors. It's hard to say if home is part of his vocabulary. He has gentle eyes, and the hands that touch the guitar are careful and caring. He starts to play. He plays, "Love, love will tear us apart." While walking past, a black-clad girl hums to the rhythm of some other song playing on her phone. She doesn't need to hear it anyway. It's already something she's known for too long. He sees her gutter punk eyes and the stamps on her hands, and changes his tune to something she can dance to. The boys on the corner playing at being men. They are hard as their guns and tricky to handle. They're full of the powder of their desperation, ready to explode at a spark. They are trying so hard. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile, he sings, and sings to them again, sending their bruised hearts all the love they won't believe they still need. The night larks pass in a group, though there should be something better, a word for them rampant, for their ringing laughter, a rejoicing of them, a rapture of them, a resistance. Ladies, now let's get in formation, he shouts. The guitar his only echo. He thinks how hard it must be to sell the bodies they were banished for building from boys to men who would never own them as a daughter. He sees the child from some way off, her small form barely glimpsed behind the hulk of the man. She is a pallid, hollow-eyed angel, clouds of red curls around a face of bruised porcelain. He knows where she is going. He does not know the man, doesn't have to. He knows who she is. Welcome, he whispers to her. Welcome to the Black Parade. We are all your family now. He plays the day on, singing the songs of the silent, the strange, the shy, and sincere. For who is more honest than the outcast? The words of the prophets are written, he sings, are written and shouted and carved into flesh. The soldiers, the skaters, the sisters in sin, the lost legends, the subterranean, the lives that happen when we look away. And I'll show you just a real quick video clip. This is our producer slash narrator, Julian. He's the one on the left, and the one on the right is Norm Maddox, who is an amazing poet who lives in New York City and is playing the other narrator character. They're actually playing the same character at different ages.
Let's get in formation. Let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, there you go. Throw the down before then, okay? Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
So obviously rehearsals are going well.
Yo, they were synced up. That was amazing. That's so cool.
Norm didn't know any of the song quotes. We had to teach him all of the song quotes.
Oh, we're so proud of you. Yeah, I'm excited to see the taped performance. I'm so excited for you. Like it's gonna be amazing. Like that's so cool, man. And how cool is that you with your the promotion that you got from Broadway? That's fucking awesome, man. Yeah. All right. To answer your question, Kittay, anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes is good. If you have a little bit of a longer piece, we have kind of a short crowd in here, so you know, do what you do. But yeah, coming up next, we've got Lantern Carrier who is going to Germany for a spiritual retreat. So let's all give him some big blessings and yeah, much love, man. I hope you have a wonderful trip and bless us with those words, brother.
Thank you. The magnificent plateau, splashes of undulating white, makes the ravine looks even more beautiful. We've seen these scenes before, surges of aquamarine ripples beneath a canopy of blue sky and scattered clouds. You hold my gaze, a nature lover, watching the stream seeping through the magnificent cobbled stones on either side of the stunning canyon. The verdant hue of the foliage stands regal, enclosed by glorious gray rock walls, plus an amphitheater of magical cliffs dominating the lushness of this plateau. The harps of minstrels calls to me, my beloved whispering melodies to hearts blending together as one. in this breathtaking pinnacle moment of being. I gaze upwards, my soul spilling gratitude for this bewildering light of creation. Poem 2. The mind's cobwebs float like a breeze of shadows, dicing with the wax of ignorance. Like Icarus flying too close to the proximity of the sun, they burn in the jaws of cauldron flames. Insecurity prods my wounds with daggers. I long for the cradle of love's embrace. The pain of scarlet runs in bloodshot eyes. My fears clutch at the moon in sunset tides. The bane of current callousness has brought me my fill of profound reflections. I reach for the sanctity of each moment, even as mad thoughts send fireflies to the Elysian lap of the afterlife, searching for the light. Alas, like a candleless thief caught within the hue of darkness, I'm enveloped in burdens, chained in caverns of doubt and despair. Last one. The agony of loving. My heart prostrated daily in your meadow of love, waiting for you. The flowers in their harmonious oneness with my longing had created a gateway of magical garlands so I could peep through. The sad chords of a lamenting agony played the lute in my soul. Nurturing my patience was not without trials, and the pain within was more difficult than without. Yet I knew your ability to elevate my spirit was beyond sublime, and I waited, not expecting anything from you but love itself. I am a rolling stream flowing towards the ocean in search of my beloved. I pick up beautiful crystals along the way to enhance my glow. Only in your presence can my breath flow freely, and without you, I'm beside myself with yearning. My soul gleams with the utmost clarity, but sometimes in the agony of my despair, the inner passions become confused, and I dare not brood over the prospect of losing you. May the light that brought us here remains, even after the moon wanes and the stars repose from their dazzling dancing through the night. You are the embodiment of my dreams, and even in an arid desert, I know that you'll wait in an oasis of living water to quench my thirst. With every breath and action of mine, I have lived this life with an agony of intensity, hoping always to see thy cute cheeks. Thankfully, destiny brought us back together, reignited my ancient longing, revived by a firm and unyielding faith in the miraculous. You are the sun, and I am your horizon. You are my lover, and I am your flower, blending into the reflection of each other's luminance. I need to look at you endlessly, hoping that the word parting will never come into existence. I wish to embrace you at every moment, to kiss and be kissed by you, an enchanting thrill running through me like my life's blood, feeding me with oxygen, the pranic life force that it is. I once lived in a sea of golden rain, basking in the ocean of my own light. Now that I can recall this sweetness, I have no desire to lose you again. You are my meadow of truth, blue for immensity and vastness, red for the very splendid vista of roses unfurling whenever you call my name. My loneliness was boundless, and my skin dripped with the tears of an inner hunger for a glance of thy gaze. Now the stains of my sorrows have dissipated, and the ridges of doubt that once had me wandering from dawn to dusk have vanished. You've accepted me with my ocean of shadows, offering me your all with the bewilderment of thy kiss. My luster of beauty has been rekindled, even though the physical is disfigured by a mirror of scars. Now I ascend not like Icarus who flew too close to the sun, but the soaring phoenix immortal in the realm of the unknowable. Lantern Carry, thank you.
Wow. Everybody unmute and give it up for Lantern
Ah,
Carrier.
Lance Carrier brings it again. And heads off
Thank you,
the
guys.
yeah. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. I'll be sending out some thoughts, given by the Most High for, the world and its present confusion. The beautiful world with its present confusion.
Definitely. Elemental, it's your night, man. I know you got some things you want to say about that.
I mean, listen, I am only a conduit through which the Most High and poetry speaks. I am just as much a fan as I am a poet. I am just as much a student as I am a facilitator. So listen, I can be here all night and just listen to y'all. Lantern, it just happens to be one of the most elegant wordsmiths I know. And it is always a blessing to hear when you get down, Lantern. Truly, thank you.
So sweet, my brother. Igualmente, igualmente. Salutations, my brother.
Peace and blessings always, Lantern. Be safe on your travels.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Muchísimas gracias.
And thank you. That last poem I scored 2 kisses for my wife. It was so beautiful.
Catalyst, you love that one, right? Don't tell, Thomas, but I did it for you.
Oh! Excellent, excellent. All right, let's keep this thing moving. Coming up next, we got the Magus, Gustav, Sallas.
Okay, had to unmute there. I have 2 poems for you all tonight. This goes out to the 3 Tennessee legislators who stood up for the people of Tennessee against gun violence. I'm reading Born of Nonsense, which is from American Graveyard, the new collection from Red or Green Books. Here it is. This is Born of Nonsense. Born of nonsense, this poem comes hither. The words, they crawl, they creep, they slither into my mind, then onto the page. I write to try to assuage the rage that fills my heart when all I see is men behaving frightfully, slaughtering innocents without remorse, using legal guns, of course. For the Second Amendment is a suicide pact. How many must die before we act? And this is American apartheid, slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, and institutional racism. American apartheid, a nation built on genocide, lynching then to police-sanctioned murder today. We must confront this. It won't go away. But they try to cover it all up, calling it CRT, erasing our bloody history to reinforce white supremacy, a nightmarish fascist fantasy. Don't tell me I'm overreacting now. By inaction and silence, we will allow theocracy to rise in the USA, American apartheid here to stay. Freedom, a dream denied. Where were you when democracy died? Thank you.
I love that last line. Where were you when democracy died? Such a powerful last line, man. That was so dope. Um, yeah, that was dope. Yeah, so coming up next, we got Bear Wolf, propaganda poet himself. I see him getting his mic ready. He's getting into it. He's got something for us. So yeah, if you can unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother.
Real quick, I wish you didn't have to read stuff like that, Gustav, but that's powerful shit, man. Really, I really wish it was not necessary for any of that to have to be written. But I'm thankful that poets took the challenge to write about it. So the future actually gets a chance to hear the truth about it. So thank you.
What he said.
Oh, so
sorry, I wasn't ready. I figured Gustav was going to do more than one piece. I was hoping, but I unfortunately do have to jet after the feature because I have an in-person thing happening tonight. But I wanted to be here for this because I mean, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Take a second and just look at y'all. Because all y'all motherfuckers are the ones that always keep showing up. This family. I got a couple micros that I'm written for 3030, and then I got a poem for you, Elemental. Learning curved. Those who claim to know answers often ignore questions. Civil rights movement, 2 steps back. Backspace to blackface, rant poetically. Centuries of continuous struggle, only emptiness greets me. Learn to become fluent in the language of eulogy. Living proof, living truth. There is no secret formula, just learn to listen. And I just wanted to say happy National Poetry Month to everyone, which, you know, just like all of them, every day should be fucking, you know, no shit day. Anyway, so remember, you have the right to free speech, but anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to remain silent while you are controlled by a government that is for the money, of the money, by American. Because those Chinese, they bombed Pearl Harbor. Yo, dude, did he just say Chinese? Forget it, man, he's rolling. And that's our land. We conquered those islands, just long ago. Tag, you're it, no takebacks. And you have the right to free religion as long as you don't go coloring too far outside the white lines of our cross that we now use like a crosshairs to snipe out anything that even closely resembles human rights, thusly contradicting the entire reason that Yeshua did fight. And you have the right to free press as long as you just keep on reporting what the Department of Strategic Information leaks to you, and don't you even think about speaking the truth, or you may live or die to regret it for reasons of national security. And you have the right to free assembly along with the rubber bullet invitations to our tear gas dances as we televise your revolution and paint it as a riot to show others why they had best not try it, because we ain't so civil when it comes to disobedience. That is, unless, of course, you're helping us usher in the new Confederacy, then you have the right to as many fucking guns as you need, even if occasionally it means that your children are going to pay the price, or pay the cost. But don't worry, we have plenty of thoughts and prayers anytime you suffer that loss. And you have the right to free education. Wait, what? No, fuck that one. You have, and if you do not agree with us, then you have the right to an attorney, because even if when we try to destroy you in court, because even if we lose, your lawyer will end up destroying you anyway. So you see, for us, that's a win-win situation. And if you cannot afford a professional raping, we will supply you with Mr. Underworked and overpaid, who probably won't even give it a shit whether you survive or not, because he is far more concerned with getting home and cracking open that bottle and logging on to www.hotyoungteenstakinuptheass.com, which is really just a metaphor for the loss of his own innocence that led to his own ignorance. So now he can't even think back to a time when he's actually fighting for truth and justice. But I guess that's the American way. In the land of the free, we gotta fight to be brave, yo. Thank you for listening. Thank you for doing what you do, all of y'all. And tonight, Elemental, I encourage your behavior, sir.
Aha, you heard it from the man himself. He encourages your behavior. Prop, that last piece, whoo, that shit was powerful, man. Wow. And like Elemental just told Gustav too, like it sucks that that shit has to be said, but it has to be said, you know? Like, damn it, you fucking nailed it, bro. That was dope. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through. Hey, and we wish you all the best in your live performance you got later on tonight, man. We all gonna be on stage with you. You know, much love, bro. Thanks for showing up and showing out, dude. We love you, man.
It's kind of a big deal. I don't mean to take up time, but it's actually really cool. The San Diego Public Library is introducing the new poet laureate for San Diego, and like the poet laureate for California is going to be there, and like I was asked to be part of the after party, like after they do it. And there's like
Oh,
literary awards, and like it's pretty cool, man. Like I'm pretty
Hey,
excited.
congratulations, dude. You deserve it. Oboloso. Yeah. Hey, maybe you might take that title from him next year. We'll see how it goes, buddy. Hey, yeah, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling on. Coming up next, we got the razor blade shave with Mr. CP Amazing. Go ahead and unmute yourself, brother, and give us what you got.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. I got 2 poems for y'all. So let's get it started. Transmission keeps slipping. Pray that you didn't miss the bus. There's an energy drink dancing down your throat, and all you can contemplate is creators on the moon. Last night, you dreamt that you were a carnival act, being blasted 50 feet into the air from a cannon in a cute girl's mouth. She simply said, "I love you." Like I loved you was never guilty of being a flight risk, can ever safely land a crooked heart and a crooked smile. Beware of first-class tickets to tumbling boulders. Beware of boarding passes and weight limits and all of our unchecked personal baggage, carried off by ghosts and remixed into power ballads. Beware of hard rock bands and or rocked up hard crack rocked out guards with their groupies and their backstage passes, and the fallen, and they're fallen, and their hard-hitting headstones that just keep falling for headaches and encores with mudslides voted most likely not to be mistaken and or taken lightly, and fist fights with lightning that never seen anything of my likes, given I ain't never scared anything that I'm like. I'm no longer fist fighting gods for their innocence, no longer fighting for my slipping grips on my innocence. Now I'm fighting over unholy warlords, bench warrants, and every guilty ongoing, going in and on and off on every one of my convictions and all of their guilty sentences, as if all I grim reaped wasn't all I ever sowed. As if I wasn't always harvested from fruitful grapes of wrath that wasn't always all ready to come in with what wasn't always bruised skin. A headliner headlining a headstone right now. My father's name is still storing in an unmarked grave. So now no longer am I a son of a gun, CP Mays. Now I'm that son of a that keeps calling God out by his government name, pulling up to every collection plate bent off a bottle of Clark Kent, smelling like leave me the cologne. It's so hard to call on God from anywhere when all of our phone booths are gone. What does a mortal man say to God? I'm sorry, you're an attention whore. I really am. Poem. Yeah, and I got another one, I guess. Okay. To stick with the religious theme. Let's see. Yeah, some fun. My brainstorms are savage, toothless, ruthless vagrants with very bad tempers. A neverland of nevermind. You can never silence the saliva on an I won't choke back words or bite my tongues telling the hands of God that Christians are repping their denomination so hard that they're now throwing up gang signs in God's name. Flocks of congregations are loading up their pistols with proverbs, pointing fingers like plow, plow, plow. If the books in the Bible were neighborhood street blocks, know that when the saints came marching in, they came in slanging communion like crack rock. All of the holy rollers are street hustlers. Judas is a jump boy jacking chalices for any Last Supper table for any 30 pieces of silver he can find. Apocalypse is fresh off parole, looking to kill any and all revelations that's caught hanging outside of his Bible book's hood after dark. Adam and Eve are a bunch of habitual criminals bouncing bad checks that the Garden of Eden can't quite cover. Good and evil's tree of knowledge is a sophomore in college, double majoring in human resources and political science, minoring in silence. Some souls just need saving, and I'll be damned if Daniel ain't shooting up heroin in the lion's den again. A mover and shaker, Moses, is moving weed bowl bundles upon bundles of burning bushes by the pound, moving mountains upon mountains of Mount Sinai crack, parting red sleeves, slinging kilos of cocaine, baking soda cut. Whoever said Mary Magdalene was some hard hooker, whore, or prostitute probably never ever noticed at the Last Supper she was the fiery redhead sitting at the right hand of the Son of God. Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary the Blessed Virgin is a high school hallway substitute teacher teaching safe-sex education, issuing immaculate conceptions, contraceptives, and fidgety, restless, antsy hallelujahs have been all night waiting to get into a club called Noah's Ark. There's no entry fee, no cover charge. Feel free to coat check your halos at the door with the cute coat check girl named Karma. John the Baptist is so dump a body down by the river gangster that the streets nicknamed him Holy Water. The 12 disciples are an in and out of jail smart, street smart bunch of gangbangers with bachelor's degrees, scholars from the school of hard knocks, scholars who are classically trained in the liberal arts of the dope fiend and fluently speaks chunky. The 12 disciples, street scholars, have enough soldiers discipline to break bread with peace or go all in, off, in and all out gangsters war where no one's safe. Even your kids can come up missing. Adam and Eve are enjoying apple martinis at a happy hour in the hood. Psalms is parking lot pimping hoes right out their hallelujahs. Samson and Delilah are fighting over elbow room in a taxi. Book of Genesis just in a Valentine's to the Big Bang Theory. Todd, sincerely yours. Vine, Vide, Vice. P.S. Look, Lord, take a week off. You look like you can use some rest. Thank y'all.
Oh boy, everybody unmute yourself and give it up for CP Mays.
Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe through your pieces. I just sit there, oh my God. And then I finally get to take a breath when you're done.
I think that's a good thing. Like if I can repeat that when I have sex, I think I'll be like the man, Just can't breathe, and then when after it's done, you just exhale. Like that would make me like Superman, like.
Right.
But I'm like 44, so that ain't happening. So.
Speaking of 44, I'd like to give a little shout out to Jessica's sister, Stacy Schlichter. She just turned 40. We went and stopped by for a minute and said happy birthday to her, gave her a gift and all that, and we had to rush back to y'all for this. So yeah, big shout out to Stacy Schlichter. Happy 40th. We love y'all. Whoo, CP.
They say you're never too old to achieve your dreams.
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna quit my job, go on tour. I'm moving to California where all the big money's made. That's what I'm doing.
Do it.
Definitely.
It's almost unfair, man, that you do that. Like it's like, I say all the time, there are folks who do it and then there are folks who do this, right? And when you downshift into that gear, right, when your cadence takes over, exactly what Gustav is saying. It's like, man, when is he gonna change gears? Like, I'll just wait until it's over. I'll breathe in.
For real, it's like you getting hit in the chest every word he says just knocking that air out. You can't take a breath until he takes a breath. Like,
Oh, this
and
cat
he
is
don't take a
fucking
breath until he's
suicide
done.
lines.
So it's
It's
like,
fucking suicide lines, man. It's like basketball drills. They're fucking suicide lines,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Oh my God.
Most
Appreciate you,
deaf,
man.
man.
Sure. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, so Lantern Carry has to take off soon, and he was like, "Yo, can Elemental jump on next?" But I kind of want to work it through the first round. We still got a few people on the first round, but Lantern, I'm recording this. I'll cut out Elemental's piece and I'll send it to you so you can watch it because we don't want you
Kittay
to miss.
also needs to leave.
Yeah, well, she's next, so we're gonna get her in. That's why I didn't want to throw Elemental. We got people that are in line and everything. But Kittay, yeah, if you want to go ahead and share with us what you got, we'd appreciate it.
All right. So I have two short ones that I want to do that are my old work. So one of them is from 2014, and that's going to be the first one that I read. The second one is from 2015. And then the third one is going to be one that I recently did. So the first two are very short. So this is 2014. So pre-ADHD meds, pre-diagnosis, all of that. My creativity was stolen from me, just a little bit, no lie. All right. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. I have yet to see many wonders of the world. I want to capture an essence, keep it forever, trapped inside a piece of glass, preserving its innocence, hoping it will last. But I want to know that it will forever remain inside that glass until no longer my vision functions, everything going black, and I inhale my last breath. Loneliness piles on top of me, pressing me too far down so that I cannot get up. I push against its restraints, but it's clear I will not win. I pay for past mistakes, simply opening my eyes. If you only knew I'd worship you, if you gave me the time. Praying for the best usually ends up leaving me with the worst. I lower my head and pray to be dead, because that's one thing that would not disappoint. I closed down my windows, shut the lights. I didn't lock the door, but I guess I'll be all right. That's the first one. Second one, I remind myself frequently that I bear purpose in this world. However, my brain is fragmented with infinite lies that scream at me even in my dreams. I enter a world of darkness as I close my eyes to bring me away from reality. I peel them open slowly, peeking to see if the demons have followed me here too. I am in a dungeon, alone, in a cell, captured. I look at my surroundings and inhale deeply. I will get out. Despite my furious attempts at pushing and pulling the bars, I remain trapped inside this prison, the prison that's controlling my mind. I awaken, but I'm always there. No matter how far away I run, it's never far enough. When I stumble because I'm faint and tired, the voices scream louder while mocking me and laughing wickedly from their chairs. They thrive on my insecurities, fears, and misery. They will never depart. I am forever to be enslaved, doing as they please. Anything that brings me pain is their idea of sunshine on an endless day of rain. You cannot escape prison when your captor has you bound so tightly that you can barely breathe. They love to see me squirm, lose control, and submit. It delights them so much, they untie me just to tie me up again. I may fight back, but I always give in. I'm the perfect victim because they know I'll never win. All right, that's the end of that. Now, let's do my chant poem, my new version of it. So this is more hopeful. All right, gotta lubricate, hold up. All right. So I think I got this pretty good now. The birds laugh as I walk past, making me feel that I should relax and take a step back to observe as the world offers me gold as I push forward through struggles and show the world just who I want to be, who I am and what I believe, shining my light for all to see so others can gain some clarity. Embrace your own unique gifts. You never know who you'll reach with the words that stem from all your pain and just how you've overcame. Take my hand, I'll lead the way and never try to lead you astray. This beacon of faith I hold within, wisdom gained is what I extend. I want you to see that blessings exist. And when you feel like you're down in your shit, sometimes we need a perspective shift. You need to develop some confidence and get the fuck up on a stage and express the thoughts and feelings that live inside you and why you feel just what you do. We have the power, transmute the pain, dismiss all shame, find your place. Past mistakes can keep you bound, but only if you allow. The devil will reach you in sneaky ways, attacking your mind, feeding you lies, telling you that you should just die. But I'm here to tell you that you can fight and conquer. Just like I have, the wounds of my past can't hold me back. I gain more when life subtracts, removing whatever is blocking my path, teaching me how to shift and adapt. I was involved with darkened souls until I walked down a healing road. I'm not here to appease the world. I'm here for the ones who need to be shown the way to the path of gold at the end of a rainbow. Beauty that arose after the storm, the treasure unfolds, it lies within. You have the key, unlock the door. Watch as your life transforms. Before your eyes, don't toss that key. You're worthy of what you want to achieve. Just believe, and even if you walk alone, just follow the yellow brick road. The wizard at the end is me. Come along and you will see. I'll grant you a gift of serenity if you choose to listen to me.
Yeah, everybody unmute yourself and give it up for Kittay. Yo, you need to put that to a beat. The cadence and flow on that, that
I
was
know.
dope.
Yeah, I started losing a little breath because I didn't down enough water. I needed more lubrication.
More lube, more lube. We need more lube.
You can never use enough lube. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Hey, everyone, unmute yourself real quick and give it up for Kittay.
Appreciate that, Ron. Could tell you, like, listen, that the first time I heard it now to this time is definitely, gotten better. I'm glad you're getting comfortable with the rhyme and the cadence. Keep working on it. Like
Yeah.
Thomas is saying, once you get a beat that you find your swing on, it's gonna be bananas.
Bananas, that man said. It will be too, man. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you. Yeah, you've been coming to the last few Fridays. I think it's about time that you get your badge, the open mind. So, welcome to the fam.
Much appreciated. I love it over here. You guys have a great vibe. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Yeah, so I just want to say that I think somebody done busted out a big sheet of sandpaper and done made the whole world smooth. Cause we about to hear Samuel Rain, one of the smoothest motherfuckers in the game. So if you can unmute yourself and bless us with some words, big dog, we'd appreciate it. If he's here. Maybe not. And Sharky's not ready. Sam's not here. So, alright. CC, is you ready? We might have to throw you on now because we waiting on Sam to get back. Oh, CC dipped out. Oh, look at this. Alright, Daniel, welcome to the party. Yeah, he just showed up. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to Daniel. We'll come back to Samuel Rain and CC if she shows back up. Shocky G ain't ready yet. So yeah, we're gonna get everything on time. Buy his book. This young man featured for us last week, man. And I heard y'all had a great time. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but it was so like just so wonderful knowing that even if I wasn't able to make it, that y'all still came through and showed love and support and had a great show. So that shows me that I am not open minds. Y'all are open minds. And even without me here, y'all kept the show going and y'all had a wonderful time, a wonderful evening, and like that shit touched me on a whole new level. I had it up on my screen. I'd look over every once in a while and just see everybody smiling and spitting poetry and like it was wonderful, man. And I appreciate that. So yeah, Daniel, if you want to unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, we'd appreciate it.
What's up? I gotta stuff your nose, so bear with me. Fucking thing, man. It's always messing up on me. So I actually performed this one yesterday. Well, not yesterday, the day before on Wednesday, with an open mic hosted by, can't remember the name in the moment. But anyways, so I'm gonna just get to it. This one is called Fuck the American Dream. It's one of the new ones that I had. I was a little angry and just had to vent some things out. And this is how it came out. You heard what I said. Oh, fuck the American dream. You heard what I said. I chose my words right. I lived my life trying to be polite. Where did that lead me? Broke and working long nights. So this is what I get for being incredibly nice. Chase a dream and destroy your credit. Economy fails to meet standards the government inherit. If only life was simple with debt collector saying forget it. Make it all go away like connections with a Senate. It doesn't work that way. Well, you've guessed it. No one lives anymore. We go by percentage. As long as you got money, you have leverage. For the rest of us, we tie a noose to cope with a miscarriage. We strive for success to evade agony, work to the bitter end like those who study anatomy. When times are tough, half of the population would hang off a balcony. That's the truth. Fuck morality. In reality, we are defined by our salary, not sexuality or hospitality. Glued to a gallery of forsaken confidentiality, the audacity demons have to neutralize a family, struggling to manage emotions when angry, dying to be free, literally and figuratively. In a concert, jumping in fervence, letting the bass vibrate the soul since joy is urgent. EDM with lights for LSD fans, tripping balls to meet the gods for guidance. Stock market, let's discuss this. Hoping research and being smart will craft bliss. Flipping money as some do houses becomes more addictive than salted chips. Keeping you up all night praying for a change before the next day begins. Investing a paycheck to fortify the future. A pungent taste of defeat like a timorous producer, trying to study the market and become a financial computer, making trades to support a lifestyle of an amateur, getting your hopes up before the wake of a bear market, losing your portfolio, confirming you're a target, depressed, having you stand out more than a stained carpet due to draining what was left in your pocket. Fuck the American dream. You made me say it twice. It gets me so stressed I can't properly write. We all think following our dreams will save us like the Dark Knight, a vigilante who can control senses of fight or flight. It's hard to understand, like managing a failed marriage, talking smack and abusing a beverage, lie about a wreckage due to being hectic. You can't share its existence, that life disrespected. The government makes profit on our downfall, throwing lottery tickets because one chance is what we all want, to be rich and have our needs bought, printing money and claim it's our fault. I understand, we all try our best. In a country filled with promise, I am ideally impressed. Disconnect logic as ambitions manifest, destroy a heart for trying to satisfy the stress. We work pretty much to catch up to inflation, and as soon as we're comfortable, it all happens again. Our wages don't change since the system is filled with manipulation. Funny, because that isn't taught in our current state of education. Arrest the innocent and punish those who are left. Pay taxes and work until the pain pervades the chest. The laws and rules that burns our flesh. Everything is illegal when the right buttons are pressed. Fuck the American dream, because I did everything right. I work, I invested to live a better life. I only got into debt for my credit to reach new heights. I lost all I had, and now I can't afford shit, regardless of the price. Now I work double my hours, as if forced by a knife, and deal with the consequences of just simply living life. Thank you.
Everybody unmute yourself and give it up for this great young man, Daniel Fernandez. Go buy his book.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, get his book. I got it. I'm reading it. It's great. It's a
Thank
it's a
you.
big book too. Hardcover,
Hardcover too. What?
yeah,
Emotional defibrillator.
right?
Yeah. All right. So looks like Samuel's still kind of out of the mix, so we're gonna come back to him on round two. So I mean, where we go from here? How does one introduce the master of introductions? This man is a staple in the poetry community and a beast with his pen. You may know him as the host to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe Monday night online open mic. Driven by a passion that fuels the starship of his thoughts, Elemental roams the universe, healing and inciting riots through his poetry, a harbinger of change, writing wrongs into poems, one heartbeat at a time. Fueled by his desire to enlighten all who hear his voice, he speaks with an accent of revolution. Storm gods in the building, the X quotient of an unbalanced equation and seeker of truth in all forms, voice to the voiceless, carrying the torch of love for true creativity, broadcasting truth people can use, standing on the shoulders of giants, he is Elemental, the poet.
That was kind of hot, man. Man, that was kind of hot. Listen, I truly appreciate you, man. Really, to every poet who touched the mic before me and after. Your energy is really, really priceless. It really is beyond magnificent, and every single one of you have aided and added to my poetry journey. So thank you for being as dedicated as you are. Really, I would not be in this space without each of you who have helped me get here. Thank you. I'm going to share a couple things. First, short piece, something that I know you folks didn't get a chance to hear from me because I was hosting, but I want to give you my 2-minute piece for the 3rd anniversary of New York. This is a blessing then and now. If you've ever heard a poet relive dreams that turn days to nuclear reactors, propel warships to defend against negative energy, plus doubt doing its due diligence to destroy them before they come true and still find resilience to keep going, thank them. Those who took their fear and disbelief, shine them up real nice, turn them some bitches sideways and stuff them straight up chaos's candy ass. If you smell all this lyricism cooking, we bubbling. Hear the flavors sing, Miguel Agarin, sweet songs of pride, we extensions. Branching into music, TV, and movies, think MF Doom, Mums, and Saul Williams, we born like this, so Oz we slam. No scores, we lords of order, fate or strange, we spell time, P-O-E-T-R-Y, so we keep ears on lock when we Amiri Baraka microphones with word wizardry. We advocates and brujas, low east siders and Jedi masters, hybrid beatniks that sneeze scriptures, leave witnesses magnetized and spiced in the lights of pandemic poets. Word tornadoes that write love letters to Gaia for men who heal, lost in calamity, screaming, I can't breathe, to ensure our voices from the New Eurekan Poets Cafe speak aloud about smiling faces that don't tell the truth, but we do, you bet your ass we do. Flew over cuckoo's nest at times too complex, I must admit, yet always authentic, no gimmicks, we true to this. Storm gods, form Voltron, thunder lungs and Kryptonians, last poets to dapper gents and every wild card in between. Paint slingers, keeping that new shit in rotation and keep these Zoom boxes blazing, carrying this torch with passion and dedication to keep our craft moving forward from Lighthouse to India, Japan, and back again. These are the heroes, keeping poetry pure, secure its place in next generation lexicon, so ring the alarm and inform the future. From Rumi to Rudy, we rudely break down barriers and remain warriors, crusaders of virtue. Happy anniversary. Cheers to year 4. Appreciate y'all, man. Really. Shout out JSW in the building. Man. Y'all get me excited, man. I truly, truly appreciate y'all. I want to share this with y'all. This is really, really some personal shit on my my road to mental health. Unfortunately, not as creatively titled, but aptly titled, Therapy. I've heard it said, never let someone so far into your verse they could write your story better than eyes that lie with straight faces, speak through disguise, teeth to make you smaller than forgotten ideas of who you used to be. Or maybe wanted to be. I thought it was just me being demon, born to hell spawn that shows up always in opposite sentiment, controlled by circumstance that make detours daily routine. A cup of cortisol to keep clouds close, raining despair with violent crashes of chemicals, imbalanced by tragic events, spent time dying for all the wrong reasons till it became healing season. Dynamic discussions with Dr. Dzik in 3D that sound like distinguish, disagree, disobey, deadly, destructive destinations that don't connect to your goals, rolling past spaces and faces that once push buttons turn triggers to allow rowdy passengers to feel empowered to devour my sanity. I think not. You see, this is chemical warfare. We are what we believe we are, scars and all, mixed with every bad decision and sleepless night that make me powerful. Oxytocin contract with blood flow turn brainstem to launch pad takeoff in directions of agency. Not chemistry nor alchemy, more psychological dexterity, flexibility like Nadia Comaneci's perfect 10 in every challenge. This is about balance, finesse callous intentions into ascension, true sentient being with every emotion intact despite lack of instructions. Take OJT, make it ill. We in life learning lessons lost in linear thinking that therapy is anything other than real people shit. Every community, shade, and zip code should be in the know of just how valuable your mental health has always been. How psychoanalysis is only tip of stigmatized icebergs floating freely, causing collisions, breakdowns that feel like death, like space, make you minuscule with a miniature disposition. Never, I say never, I mean never relinquish your grip on higher consciousness. Counter chaos, control. Man, yeah, I did say Nadia Comaneci. You know, when I was younger, I loved gymnastics. So yeah, I was the weird kid just watching gymnastics, wishing I could do it. My own street gymnastics, of course. I will maybe a couple more and then pass it back to the folks that want to get down. All right. So a couple of things in here. I do want to share some really new shit. Some really new shit. Just to piggyback on my last piece, my last session with my therapist, he challenged me to another poem. That last poem was a challenge from my therapist. And this was the last one. I have a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and he said, what does that look like? You know, what does this year look like for you? And so that was the inspiration behind this poem. Step inside the mind of a monster on war paths to progress that sound like control in every form, fashion, or fabrication that 3D prints fallacies for public consumption and call it healing. This is equinox language, fire signs aligned with destiny to make alchemy of poetry and therapy. Reinforce clarity, sentiments passed down from scholars and thinkers, stretch mental dexterity, make Armstrong a foregone conclusion that you can't be fixed. Broken as heart that came before, lessons on love and loss and lavish affairs with everything that doesn't concern you. I get it. It's for the people. You remember the people who fought and lost but kept revolt and ruckus on repeat. So we, children of horrible intentions, will transform this decayed form of social caste hierarchy established in gambits that still pay dividends. This is where the story begins. Unfold lotus petal to reveal survival. Despite odds stacked higher than shipping containers, turn cookie cutter construction of what living should be. Tell me, when did freedom become more than God-giving rights to write as loud as ancestors couldn't speak? We have keys to this kingdom, and with them must turn pimping to redemption. The sounds like power stroke engines revved by recommended restrictions of equality. uncharted territory with tools and maps intact to navigate minefields and speed traps that bring a collapse to forward thinking. Not today or any other day that smells like today will forever be reminder of lessons that scarred my existence like blown transistors in technicolor when everyone, I say everyone was trapped in black and white molds of Brady bunches of oats and Mayberry muffins, where rubber meets crossroads, black tops make asphalt sandwiches of granite barriers to success out of slick-tongued drag strip hustling for hustle's sake with no room to placate charlatans who kill at will and still consider me public enemy number one. So Chuck D, number one supplier to nights of living baseheads snorting headlines just to get by. You'll find me. All right. Yeah. I love days like this, man. Thank y'all for real. Thank y'all for being here. Truly. I do want to share something that shorter piece. All this is new shit. This is something that I was working on a couple of days ago with an incredible poet. You might hear this again in some other form. This doesn't have a title other than this is day 6. Savage Sundays sing siren songs to sorrowful hearts floating just off coats of heartbreak hotels with more rooms to spare than quarantine schoolhouse crack, where professors drift young minds into Columbine-style coffins and claim Second Amendment wording as sinister savior of savages on warpaths with appetites for destruction. I thought schools were for learning, not burning, truths at stake, standing on sunbeams with fanatic acrobatics, see revolutionary dreams collide with dangerous moonlit schemes for creatures caught between heavenly ideas of freedom and gates of hellish intentions, make henchmen of martyrs, sipping insanity from solid gold chalices fashioned with bones of our ancestors. Buried just beneath houses of cards or representatives pretending this dirt more spoiled and rotten rhetoric, less soil of cultivation, sucking on shadows, drunk off American intoxication that hit like purple waves of grain, that moonshine spotlights on gargoyles, stone statues standing guard at Back to the Future, flux capacitor, chaos curriculum that left bodies sprawled about history like First Blood Rambo Neanderthals with the nerve to call the kettle anything other than liberator of flavors that spice this life with style, class, swag, jazz, and little ghetto boys playing in ghetto streets that lead rude boys to the yard. Prison or grave, this slave mentality is our enclosure without borders or doors to let project subjects roam crack pavements, develop concrete senses that make home plantation. I refuse to be anything other than America's nightmare.
That was amazing. Wow.
Yeah,
What?
incredible. I refuse to be anything other than America's nightmare. Wow.
Yeah, I love that line. What? Elemental.
Really, I truly appreciate y'all.
Yo, we appreciate you, man. Everything you do for the community, and I know you busy. You've been hosting the New Eurekans every Monday, so like we don't get to hear much from you, brother. All we get to hear is your banter and your introductions and stuff. And so for you to come out here and spill that, and then to share something so personal, like something that your therapist told you to write, man, like that's like I feel privy. You know what I mean? Like we all feel blessed here to be able to hear that and to share with you. And if you want, man, like, you can spit some more, bro. Like we all here for you. We all came out tonight for you, bro. So
I'm blessed to know all of y'all. I'm blessed that I can reach out to all of y'all in different back channels if necessary. I really just appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna share one more piece and I'm gonna step aside. This is truly brand new. Really, this is so wet right now, but I'm gonna share it with y'all. Written today to a piece of instrumentation that you may hear coming, featuring a monster. This is also another one that doesn't have a title. Right now, it's just 7.2. Woo. Humble as mumbles and jungles of shots and screams that wring necks like erotic asphyxiation, addiction to fighting wars that code language into infiltration techniques done correctly in with eradication, never leave traces of mischief that low-key gives them false senses of power and pride. Coming to carry these goons back to death's door, swing low, sweet chariots of fire, burn airwaves with stop and frisk antics that heat up like government stipends to keep brothers and sisters emerging from gutters fashionably known as ghettos, filled with bastards crafted from systemic molds of oppression, make amendments, restrictions under Reconstruction until Reconstruction became focus of New Deal from deal dealers, keeping smoking aces up sleeves and enough up asses that folks just float on while we walk on by. Blinding reminders of racial makeup, no Maybelline to cover girls and boys with lanolin fallacies of acceptance and complexions of logarithms and differential equations that golden ratio black folks into conspiracy theories, more denominator behind enemy lines, less numerator divisor of wealth. Cross-multiply, cross-pollinated, non-native species of human beings not meant to exist in this North American madness where fascists spell capitalism with dollar signs and pray for mercy. I mean courtesy. I mean healthy bailouts from galactic enterprises that write checks, sign DuPont, Carnegie, or Kennedy from Watergate IRAs, World Bank Group funding expeditions that manifest as legislation. No Hans Blix, this super facts. No cap. Have you heard? Jim Crow found Lazarus Pit in backyard Mississippi where feathers pen manuscripts that transfix ignorance to common sense and sensibility, sipping from poisonous reservoirs that bubble and pop subliminal messages into news cycles and public service applications to anything more than ex-slaves in their dreams of utopia, cornucopia or carcassity with blasphemy resting on tongues like first language translations that never quite equate to great values for anyone not named Walton or Bush or Smith or Hoover, doing their best Kama Sutra impersonations to manipulate federal trade regulations to FCC, the FDA, into edible origami that easily dissolves into absinthe, make concoctions, true spirits with evil intentions, tipping karma's bartender for double shots of life from top shelf ideals that anything other than pain can be found at bottom of bottles turned chambers of roulette whiskey, knowing real life is just past middle passage where the oppressed return home to become titans. Peace, y'all.
You are fucking
What
mind-blowing.
the
Amazing.
fuck? Yo, everybody unmute yourself and give it up for the man himself, Elemental.
Oh my God. Such a brilliant set. Yeah.
What was that line right before FDA, the FCC, or FC? What was the line before that?
Let me see here. Wow. He said before that. Damn it, props. Doing their best Kama Sutra impersonations to manipulate federal trade regulations.
Doing their best Kama Sutra impersonations to regulate federal trade. What? Yo, Elemental, you are a fucking wordsmith and a half. Storm God in the building, bro. Like your pen is on fire, and it's so good to hear you, man. I'm so glad to provide this space for everyone to hear what you got to say, man. Because I know you've been holding a lot in. I know you hit open mics here and there, but we never really get to sit down and just listen to the wisdom that you got sitting between them teeth, bro. And so, like, I feel so blessed that you did this for us tonight, man. Everyone in this room feels blessed, man. Like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been waiting for months for this, bro. Like, we appreciate you. And we got that wet paint, bro. We got new shit that ain't nobody heard yet. Like, all I could say, thank you.
And listen, I have to thank you again, and for every poet in this room. It really is what I love to do, and you folks just make it worse because you show up to listen. You know what I'm saying? You really do make it worse. But really, I really couldn't thank y'all enough, man. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm sweating my ass off, man. I really do give everything to this. You know what I mean? Like I can't not be this. So thank you for, like my man Prop says, encouraging
Encouraging your
behavior.
behavior.
You know what I mean? To be this black and this loud and this ferocious, because I can't be anything else. So thank y'all, truly.
Yeah.
Kama Sutra, fucking Federal Commission, some shit. Oh my God, what the fuck?
You know,
Yeah,
Blue, I
yeah.
think you broke Prop, dude. You know, broke his fucking, you broke his head with that one, bro. You done broke Pop, bro.
Yo,
Listen, that dude's
Elemental.
no fucking slouch, man, for real. Like,
Yo, that shit he spit, that last one he spit, oh my goodness, bro. Like,
man, for
Yo,
real.
Elemental. This is Jane, spoken word. Man, ever since I met you when I was back in New Orleans 3 years ago when the Zoom started, I've been on the journey with you. I've watched you grow. I see you smile. Your fucking shit is dope. Thank you, brother.
Damn, listen, I don't know if y'all know what that legend, who that legend
oh,
actually
we
is.
know, we
Man,
featured her. I
that's
fucking love her, bro. Like, and so to
man,
hear that from her, you
ah,
doing something right, my boy. You
man,
doing
listen,
something right.
Jane, it is an honor to know you. It is an honor to share space with you. It is an honor to know your work. And I feel truly privileged to be in the number of poets who know you, right? Like I can say I know Jane's spoken word, man. Like for real. That's like one of the highlights of my career is I know Jane's spoken word, right? Because Jane is a true badass and has been rocking this. I can only hope that I can do it for as
I've
long as
been
Jane's
rocking
been
this
doing it
shit
and
longer
still
than
get
y'all
better.
have been alive.
Yeah, get it, Jade. Fucking
Come
love you,
on.
baby.
And still do it at a high ass level and still
Yeah.
inspire poets. Like, come on, Jane. I appreciate you so much. Shout out I'll Be on Base for just
Yeah.
continuing to keep the spirit of our creativity alive. Thank you, Jane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jane,
peace, man.
you truly you inspire all of us, and man, that feature you did for us too, like that, like it brought us to a whole new level, man. Like, we love you, even if you just come through to listen, like just having your presence in the room and knowing that you're hearing our words, like, ooh, I get a little butterflies in my stomach, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so good, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. Like,
You know, I love to support all the poets. And like I said, I've been watching y'all come up since Zoom and it's been dope. It really has been. Magus, Samuel, I mean, everybody. It's just, I'm honored. I love it. I'm really digging it. And I love showing up to give you guys support. Keep on rocking.
fuck yeah, dude.
And y'all need to check out Spoken Word Jams, by the way.
Yeah.
Jane has a show that is fucking fire.
Yeah, Jane, drop some info in the chat too, so everyone here that don't know can know, cause we
Well,
want to be
because
there to
it's
support.
fucking fire. And the first one propaganda was on was, holy shit, holy shit. And I see a couple of faces that are going to be on also. We're rocking it. It's a whole new kind of venue. It's a whole new way of doing it. Loving it. Looking forward to having y'all on it.
Yo, hey, I never get to feature Jane. If I could feature at one of your events, I would appreciate that, man. I'm like elemental over here. I'm just hosting all the time, you know. I never really get to share too much. So if you would feature me, I would appreciate that, man. I would get up on that fire. Yeah, I think
Listen, for the folks in the room, listen, y'all got to make sure that you frequent, right? The Monday night online open mic, because as I dropped last week, we are going to start implementing features, right? Last
oh
Monday
shit.
of the month is going to be Feature Monday, right? But we haven't necessarily worked out how it's going to happen, but I'm going to try to come up with a way for everyone to get involved. So it may be based on trivia. It may be based on poetry, right? But I'm going to try to not necessarily just choose people.
Yeah,
You,
like kind of do maybe a draw or something, right?
you're going to
Like,
have to earn it. You're going to have to earn it in some way.
yeah.
My space, you're going to
It's
earn it.
hard enough to get a ticket to spit on Monday night. You got to be like literally less than a minute after the fucking tickets go on sale just to get a slot, bro. So like, yeah, you gonna figure something out, bro, to where
Oh
everyone
yeah,
gets their little
absolutely.
spot in the
Listen,
light.
people watch on social media, right? And I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it for them too. You know what I mean? If you're on
yeah,
social media and you can plug in too, you want to, possibly get the feature spot, make sure you're plugging in because it could happen for anybody.
definitely,
So,
definitely.
you
And
know,
that's why I love doing these features. I know we missed a few weeks where we haven't had features every Friday, but I love doing features every Friday because then everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame, 20 minutes of fame. They get their moment on the mic, and then we all still come through. We all get a round or two of poetry, and everybody gets in. But yet we also get that good set from that poet. You know what I mean? And so speaking of that, speaking of keeping things rolling, we gonna go up into round two. I think I wrote this last Friday. I was going through some shit. I couldn't be there to host. As y'all know, the Magus was fucking kind enough to step in and guest host for us. So thank you for that. Thank you, Daniel, for featuring and like support that man. Buy that young man's book, man. He's doing good things. Like but it was so cool to see that all y'all was still able to carry on without me. Cause I ain't open minds. Y'all are open minds. I hit fucking start meeting and record and you know what I mean? Like y'all are the ones that make this shit happen, right? So I appreciate all y'all. And this might be a little dark because I was kind of a little emotional when I wrote this, but this is what I wrote last Friday when I didn't show. Um, I ride high on this feeling. Sometimes my stride is kneeling. Ceiling hit, sick of the bullshit, stick to the full hit to the face. I lose grace trying to embrace this reality mentality split. Gravity pulls quick. Click, click, click. Another lost soul tossed in the shit. Sit for a bit. Gaze deranged, strange thought I coughed up, raised by strangers, dangers where I learned to be tough earned every scar. I'm here because of dumb luck, just a dumb fuck, smashing my fist into the walls of my mind. Find some sort of line and toss it to the side. Lost without my pride, full stride, only fools hide. I need to flaunt my falls, balls to the walls, face first, bracing for the falls, way worse than anyone ever saw never seen as I bleed. Keep it low key for those that know me. No, I don't need these things. Kings of a world torn apart by unspoken words. 2/3 hurt, one part where the fun starts. Full of heart, this is where the rum starts. Lost in the dark, looking for the right hearts. Parts of my mind need to feed on good vibes, saying goodbye to the rude ties. Stay tuned to the tides, in and out on time. Propose a new rhyme to close those parts of my mind I chose to part ways with without saying shit, just blaze them and rearrange it, trying to stay fit. With that said, here comes round two, and I got some stars behind Samuel and Lakin. I'm at Vale Larkin because they were gonna come back. They had to go talk to one of their friends, had some trouble, so I got Vale still on the list there. Samuel, um, yeah. So did Lantern? Oh, Lantern just did. We just missed him. All right, so we're gonna move on to Frog Corpse then. So coming up, we got Frog Corpse himself, Ribbit Ribbit, Bones ripping. Okay, hey, me and this man became friends over the last few months, dude. And I love this dude, man. Me and my wife just absolutely adore and love him and everything he does, and like just yeah,
Oh,
big.
Atlantic dropped out.
Yeah, he died just
Oh,
before he wanted to he's hitting a flight to Germany to go on a spiritual retreat. So I was trying to
oh,
fit him
okay,
in
cool.
on the second round there, but we just missed him. So
Yeah, a
it's on you,
Wiedersehen,
buddy.
mein Freunde. All right, let's get it. All right, so we got I'm spinning the roulette reel now, and whatever we land on, we land on for good or ill. Oh man, throwing caution to the wind. That's ironic. All right, I threw prudence to the wind, laughing as she sneered. Twilight blossoms bent. Fuck you, redo. I threw prudence to the wind, laughing as she sneered. Twilight blossoms bend, waving to her cheers. Beyond the sky she flew, expanding wings that burst, her feathers tried and true, hauled down to earth by hers, cracking amongst the ground, her figure smacking so, her larking on the mound, her skin wagered for flowers' growth. Such a sight stood paused when the horses galloped down, crashing at the crosswalk as her corpse flung into crowd. Watchers winced and screamed, some pointed and began to laugh. These events clung to mind where one witnessed a reaper's task. Pull the lawn, remove the soil, roll back the sod when done. A grave for one is now more fun when it's a party we're piling on. Do another quick one real quick. Blood Horse. This is an itty bitty one. Washing river tides, stale winter freeze, deep in waters move, crimson from the steeds, leaves are dripping sweat. The air is heavy now. Round the bend we go, the undertow won't let us drown. Walk the path in view, a body on the aisle. For all the times you scream, the rain's voice is muted out.
Yeah, everybody unmute and give it up for Frogg Corpse.
Oh yeah.
Damn, bro. It just like
That
if
voice.
the horror film genre ever needed a voice, it's Frog.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to
Really?
write a horror film that's like that just has a narrator like narrating every scene and just have Frog fucking narrate this crazy catastrophe of fucking slaughter and gore like to Bach fucking symphony like
Sounds like House of 2000 Corpses.
oh yo, that's one of my favorite movies, bro. You know what's up, Rob Zombie? Hey. Yeah. Oh, Frog, man, I fucking love you, brother. I'm gonna holler at you later on too. I'm gonna be working on that fucking other poem. We gonna talk later on tonight. Oh.
Indeed, indeed, the next words you make better be some prolific Mark Twain bullshit, or they're definitely getting chiseled on your fucking tombstone, buddy.
I got you, brother. I got you. Yo, so another person that we all know and love, this man's a fucking main staple. He's definitely open mind. He's definitely new yo. He's fucking definitely worthy of the name. Let's see if I can pull this on camera for it to fucking show right. I don't know. Usually don't go right when you try to show anything, but if you can see, wait, no, hold up. Maybe if I put my face in front of it. There you go. The magician tarot. We got the Magus himself, Gustav Sallas.
Okay, everybody. I collaborated with Lantern Carrier to create a poem, and I'm not going to read his part because I'm not going to be able to do it justice. His voice is singular, but I am going to read my part. This is an ode to Elemental. If you crave earth, air, water, fire, Elemental's the poet you desire. He'll Jason born that goddamn supremacy, burn down the new Confederacy with fire from the books they burn. This fascist shit makes my stomach turn. They want to treat you like a pawn. It's QAnon and on and on and on as they're singing the battle hymn of the repugnant. Which one of them is the replicant? Bright like fire from the sun, his truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Storm gods bring the rain, the element of water straight to the brain, drenching the fever of the ignorant masses with cleansing water to wash those asses. Water, water everywhere. Let's have a drop to drink. Elemental's words gonna make you think and feel the power of the river's flood to wash away the stains of blood. elementals grounded in this earth, loud and proud to let you know your worth to this global poetry community. Let me tell you what this means to me. When Advocate asks us to unmute, that's elemental, loud as hell. He's a hoot. The love you feel from him is real. You can sense his poetic zeal. Fire, water, earth, air, elementals' poems are like a prayer for a better world to arise from the ashes of the old, a revolution of the mind, the greatest story ever told. A storm god wind blows through this world. Battle flags have been unfurled. Whose side are you on in the fight between love and hate? Make up your mind, it cannot wait. The side of symbiosis or the side of psychosis? The earth, the air, the water are all on fire. Will we build ourselves a paradise or a funeral pyre? Will we burn ourselves? Will we build ourselves a paradise or a funeral pyre? Thank you. I have one
An
more.
Odell Elemental.
I have one more for you. This is because a federal judge just declared mifepristone illegal in this country, the morning after pill. This is called I'm pro-choice rant. If men could get pregnant, abortion would be a religious sacrament. You would be able to buy the morning after pill at 7-Eleven in Cool Ranch and flaming hot flavors. Listen up. This is not about protecting life. It is about controlling women. If they cared about life, they would vote to feed children. They would vote to house them. They would vote to educate them in schools safe from gun violence, but they don't. They are not pro-life. They are just forcing women to give birth, and that is cruel and unusual in the extreme. Women are not domestic infant suppliers, you medieval monsters. Repeat after me, erections have consequences and elections have consequences. I urge all of you to stand for women's bodily autonomy and vote as if your rights depend on it, because they do. Thank you.
Yeah, brother, for sure, man. Thank you for writing that. And I know this might be a little harsh, but a main reason why that drug should be legal is because of rape. And women who were raped and get pregnant might not want that child. And the fact that they don't have control over their own body or their own destiny or their own life is fucked up. The fact that psychedelics are illegal. The fact that the morning after pill is illegal. The fact that you can't put what you should be able to put in your body that comes naturally from this earth is illegal is a fucking travesty. I'm sorry I had to say that, but I just had to say that. So, you know.
I mean, this is what we do. This is why we do what we do, man.
You know
Because
what
we
I'm
can say
saying?
things that people need to hear, and we can say it the way that people need to hear it, right? And this is why I think people like to parallel poetry with comedy, right? Because we say things that, again, people can't say or don't necessarily know how to say it in a way that doesn't come off anything other than, you know, the way we do it.
Exactly.
I just have to say, Gustav, you know, first of all, I'm not gonna cry, damn it. Secondly, listen, there's nothing better in the world to be seen by the people that you love, to know that you're heard by the people that you care about. It just makes it all worth it, man. And that piece, you know, that you and Lantern decided to write, man, it's just another, and probably the largest landmark on my poetic journey that said, yeah, you're on the
I'm
right track.
thrilled to hear that, man. I wish that Lantern had been able to stick around. I asked him if he could, but he had to go. I wanted him to perform his part too for you. because it's dope. Oh my God, his part is
Remember,
really
I have it. I have a recording of y'all. I just haven't
Yeah.
processed it. But I do have the recording of y'all when y'all did it the first time. I have
I
it.
remember hearing it the first time too, bro. I was like, hey, you told me about it. You're like, hey, we got a surprise for Elemental tonight.
That's just
And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, yo, me and Lantern wrote a fucking piece for him. And I'm like, yo, he's gonna cry, dude. He's gonna fucking melt, bro. Like, what? And he spit me a little bit of the verse, and I was just like, oh. And like you said, that's like the pinnacle. Like to have someone like the Magus and Lantern Carrier write an ode to you. Like, and they nailed it, bro. Like they like captured your essence and was able to like so like people who never knew you or never met you, like they could spit that poem and they know you now. You know what I mean? Like they did such a good job at capturing the essence of you. They might have fucking revealed parts of yourself that you didn't even know that people see in you. You know what I
and
mean? Like,
that's why it's so powerful, right? Because again, we see ourselves a certain ways all the time, right? But again, when you can see through the eyes of someone else, right? Regardless of what it is, right? If someone says, hey man, I saw that and it was trash, great. Thank you for that. So now I know what I need to work on, right?
I
But
gotta
we
say one thing real quick is the best line in my poem and my part I stole from you was Jason Bourne, that supremacy. I
yeah,
stole
that
that
was dope.
from you, motherfucker.
I remember that. I remember that. I was so tripped out that he used that on like a forum somewhere, and he was like, "Yo, to quote Elemental, the poet, like, oh, Jason Bourne, your supremacy." Like, oh my gosh, this cat's quoting me, man. Man, I really can't thank you enough, Gustav, for coming into the community, man, and having so much energy and being consistent with it, right? Because once I started transitioning into the host, you couldn't hear my loud, rowdy ass anymore. But guess who stepped into that role? Gustav fucking Sallas stepped in there. Now you hear his ass every time we unmute. That's the first voice we hear. Thank you, Gustav.
And
Dude, the business.
and that's why I'm so glad that we got to feature you tonight, man, because we all been dying to hear what you've been working on. We all know you've been in the lab working on shit, but you ain't got nowhere to vent it out. And I was like, boy, my boy needs to get on here. Everybody needs to log on. Everybody needs to hear this shit. I know he got some dopeness. Fucking just he's sitting back on just penning away, going, I wish a motherfucker would feature me.
Listen, I
Let's
just made
get
a connection
propaganda
with a
poet on the mic before he has to go.
All right, so yeah, that's right. Props got a live show coming up.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
he's got a live
we'll
show.
chit
Let's
chat in a
get him.
minute. Yeah, we'll chit chat in a minute. Hey, coming up next, we got Obo Loso, the professor himself, propaganda poet.
Oso Lobo.
So I'm going to do a couple things out of word tornadoes since someone brought that up. Here's one. It's a micro poem out of word tornadoes. It's called Ode to the Storm Gods. You always strike twice. You are thunder and lightning, answering the call. We rain dance in awe. Raw power crashes the sky. Inspiration calls. Inspired, baptized by music, communing with poetry. These are my churches. And then here's a quick one for all of y'all motherfuckers in here, because it's all of y'all's fault that all y'all's doing what's all y'all's doing. So here we go. This is called Ripples. This is dedicated to all my sinner poets and proud weirdos. Let they who live within sin cast the first stone, because we are not alone. This stone is skipping across the universe, sending out ripples like gravitational waves to pave the ways for creative forces to flow. Far better than just rolling the bones. These stone-thrown ripples always beat the house solid. Never to be taken for granted. These granite salutations create the foundations that can bring down this Goliath nation of ego fuck towers built on funeral wreath flowers, reminding us that we have the power if we just stand up and say we not gonna take it. So don't tell us not to throw our stones just because you need to atone for your sins against our humanity. You see, that is the true profanity, pulling it, tearing it all apart instead of bringing it all together. So let us flock like birds. We will not let them, so we can spread the word. We must not let them cull our herd with false prophecy and forced autocracy. They will not block our way. We will have our say. It's time for us to have ourselves a real judgment day. So fuck yeah, let us throw those stones. Let our ripples grow. Tsunami tidal waves that usher in new days of community, culture, poetry, and song. That is what they have been fearing all along. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Elemental, for being the dopest motherfucker on the planet.
Yo, everybody unmute and give it up for Prop. Yo, wish him
Thank you,
luck on his show
propaganda, for being
tonight.
the fuck that you
Yeah.
are.
Propaganda poet does it
You are
Fucking
again.
exactly where you're
weirdo, we
supposed to
fucking
be,
love
Prop.
you.
Get his
Exactly where you're supposed to be, man.
tornadoes, division, fucking
Yeah.
excellent.
Buy his books, peep out his looks. He's a sexy motherfucker with some words and shit. Like, hey, we wish you all the best of luck tonight with that live thing, man. That's so cool, man. You going to the San Francisco Library for the, but like, dude, you doing it. You doing it. Like, that's fucking dope, man. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so glad that you show up to this little open mic that we host. And yeah, man, we love you, bro. I noticed that Mariana has shown up. And
Shit, Marty in the building.
yeah, Marty in the building right
Good.
here. So you know, she ain't got to spit. I think who do we have left on the list at the prop was gonna be, oh yeah, Daniel. Um hey, if Daniel, if you don't mind, Mari missed out on the whole feature and the first round and all that. If you don't mind, we can flip around a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Mari, what's up? We all glad that you're here.
Hey, I'm all late. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I put my glasses on. I'm looking crazy right now. How's everybody doing?
We doing good.
Oh man, it's crazy. Hold on, why is my video like this? Yeah, no, I just wanted to show. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to give you some props, Elemental. I don't have anything. I don't even have my computer open right now because I have to get up for work early in the morning. But I just wanted to tell you guys I love you guys and just keep doing what you're doing. Elemental, you're awesome. You know, and I'm sorry I missed out on everything. So I just wanted to tell you that.
Appreciate you, Marty, for real. If y'all don't know Marty, this is Diamonds in the Abyss. Make sure you plug in with Marty. Their blog is dope as fuck.
Yo,
Listen,
the blog is
appreciate
insane, dude.
Appreciate
Thank
you, Marty.
you.
Loving it. We love everything that you do for this community. And even if you ain't got nothing to read, thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting. We love you. Yeah, so we gonna keep it rolling then. Daniel, I know you got something in there. You got a whole book sitting behind you, floating there. I don't know how you doing that. It's levitation or something, bro. You breaking fucking the rules of physics. So go ahead and spit it. I know you got bar after bar after bar after bar. We want to hear some more, bro. Oh, there's
Thank you.
Samuel too. So after Daniel, we got Samuel up in this motherfucker.
I'm gonna actually perform a poem that I made for one of Elemental sessions that he had a theme for. I actually didn't write down the theme though. But this one is called Tides That Bind. Cooking time, but I forgot the ingredients. Drove a car painted with pride, but didn't realize the dents. Opened a book of hearts, suffocating on the content. Put the book down to ponder what it meant. Heart up a sleeve as I hand it to God. Let him choose my friends, but no, he decides to watch. An introvert, so the thoughts are nonstop. Muster up the courage to climb to the top. Socialize as the confidence grows. Open the third eye for those who approach. Don't fake it, just be you, as the saying goes. No need to be fearful because you're not alone. Many hide behind the words that conversation explode. Mix the intention that's unable to denote. Let the vibe consume you as if you're at home. Watch and be careful. Don't have your weakness exposed. Stop kicking rocks. Hold your head up. Don't censor the love by using drugs. We numb reality when living starts to suck, but we gotta keep it moving like the wheels on a bus. Life jolts us forward, but not to impose. Spit a phrase so smug like those who post. Ask for help before the ropes around the throat. Been there personally, but stopped before I began to choke. Speak and communicate, it'll surprise you. Show everyone your voice and the rest will continue. Meet one or another, have the presence pinned too. Humans are magnetic, so be careful on how much you contribute. Once you throw your pulse, it becomes an issue. Some are clingy while others abuse. All depends on your point of view. Tears run like rivers unless given a tissue. Smile as if you're at a venue. Even if you fake it, no one will will say it isn't true. Get involved like a tribute. Show respect so that the evil can be reduced. Stay within a radius like see you in a few. Healthy for the brain like a bowl of fruits. Puzzle the mind because different solutions are better than one. Always have an exit strategy because you struggle when there is none. We soak up agony like a sponge. Let it destroy us and have our egos take a plunge. It's all perspective. You'll understand at some point. Things will make the most sense when they disappoint. Don't carry sadness like a bag of coins. It transmutes because the emotion is a decoy. It evolves and becomes a burden that annoys. Depression visits pain, but only to exploit. Ties that bind, love life, my friend. Don't hate yourself because others don't comprehend. We force an extra hour to tie up loose ends. Life doesn't have pity, but it likes to pretend. Kills us from within due to lacking bread. I don't make enough to live, happiness in shreds. Exhausted because the effort forced you to bed. Drained your energy until the motivation is dead. Life, blue-balled my success, unraveling my secrets to use them as leverage, gaslighting my personality for access and control. Charisma manipulates the mind and soul, writing ambiguous poems that are personal and idyllic. Sympathize pain that's graphic and poetic, keeping the truth from others as if I'm schizophrenic. As I vibe alone with the help of psychedelics, I've been pushed and shoved like money in a bank. Drowned myself because I was afraid to advance. It took 12 years to finally take a stand, throwing my soul into a passion that almost got me hanged. 1 foot at a time, just give it a chance. When you succeed off that push, give your heart a big thanks. Thank you.
Ooh, hey, before I ask y'all to unmute and give it up for him, I just want to mention some. Yo, he looks sick. He's dripping out the nose, blowing in his nose, but
I'm
he
just
still came through and spit it and ripped it. Didn't drop a line, didn't drop a beat. The cadence was on point, dude. He comes in stuffy nose, bro, feeling like shit, and still came in and dropped that fire. And we appreciate you for that, good sir. We appreciate it.
thank
So
you.
now, if everybody can unmute and give it up for this talented young man.
Yeah, Daniel. Take care of yourself, man. Don't work yourself to death, bro.
You think
Yeah,
it's
it
tough,
is a
but
lot
it's
of
not.
hours. Like
Yeah,
I was doing research on sleep deprivation, and it sucks, man. You start like hallucinating every 48 hours, but Monday and Tuesday I literally can't stop because it's one job, and then I got to drive to another job, and then work literally from 6 to 5. I got a 2-hour drive to get to the other job before 8. It's fucking wild. But I just have to. If I feel like if I really focus on trying to sleep, I could probably do it, but I just don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Hey, I feel
I'm
you on
really
that, man.
fucked
I
up
don't get
right
much
now.
sleep, dude, and sleep deprivation is crazy. But this one right
Yeah.
here, she sleeps 10 to 12 hours a night. I come in sometimes and just stand over her creepy, like, oh, you're so fucking lucky you can sleep like that. Like, I wish my ass was asleep right now. Like, but she sleeps for me, so I get rested enough to at least put on these shows for y'all, you know? Um, yeah, hey Daniel, thank you so much, man. Even though you feeling under the weather, you still came through. You brought that fire, bro. Like, we love you, man. We love you, and we hope your
Thank you.
book
Thank
does
you.
great. You know, buy that book if you haven't bought it yet, yo. Emotional defibrillation. Um, yeah, defibrillator. Yeah, I can't read.
That's title. Listen, Daniel's one of those dudes. I keep saying he's coming through continuously. I keep saying he must be part blacksmith or a blacksmith apprentice because his shit just stays so damn sharp.
Yo, them bars, bro. Bar after bar after bar. He just.
You said you didn't remember the theme, but the title of your poem was the theme.
Oh,
Ties that
today.
bind. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
just
Ties that
completely
bind.
forgot about
So
that. I
yeah.
was like, what the hell?
Listen, man,
But
like, and I love that you took time to really craft it out and finish it, right? Because I don't remember hearing it, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? I just love it. I appreciate the fact that you are working on your craft, right? Are working on things even when you can't necessarily do it. Man, you're a fantastic writer. I can't wait to get my hands on your book, man, for real.
thank you. And I appreciate
Definitely.
all the hosts that you do, because actually that was one of the first poems that kind of sparked me back into writing. Because it was one of the times, I think it was like a month before, it was like my first month. So this is like that first official new poem that I'm like, let me make this just for Nuyo. And it's nice, man. Nuyo ended up sparking the writer that I lost, because I stopped writing for 2 years, and it was just dark as fuck, but I just couldn't write at the time. So, I got to a point where I was trying to get my stuff out there, And I'm like, oh, let me see if there's an online open mic. Found one and then joined, and this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Man, listen, we could do an entire
Hey,
documentary.
fucking men.
We could do
Yeah.
an entire documentary and go all over this country, and you will have 100 poets that will say that exact same thing. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this is why we are here. This is why this community, and I continue to say it's the greatest community in the world, because we've all found ourselves here for a reason. And we're going to continue to learn from each other. We're going to continue to vibe with each other, collaborate with each other, because we're helping poetry to move forward. That's why I do what I do. That's why you're always going to get the energy that you get from me when I show up, man, every single time.
Yo, and I just heard recently there was a CNN news broadcast where they're like, poetry has a new resurgence. So like all this work that we're putting in is making a wave. And all of our voices combined are creating that wave, bro, and it's flowing through the public, it's flowing through other poets, it's inspiring other people. This man ain't wrote a poem in 2 years, man, and we inspired him to now write on a regular and release a book. Like, we love what you doing, Elemental. We love what New Yo does. I'm glad that I host this open mic for y'all. Like, y'all make this thing fucking go round, and we just so proud. And
And
we got a
before I jet, I do just want to say one thing. Remember that when they come for us. Because, no, I'm serious. Because they're coming for the trans and LBGT first.
yeah.
They will be coming for us.
But guess what? We
It's
gonna stand up
coming,
for them.
I've
and we
already
need
told the
to
people in
keep
my
this
circle.
voice.
I've
Yeah.
already told the people in my circle, if the alphabet boys come to your door, it's more than likely because of some shit I said. Be safe out there, Prop. For real. For real.
Hey, have a wonderful night, Prop. We hope you kill it on stage, man.
Right where you supposed to be, Prop. For
Yeah,
real.
buddy.
Keep it going, man. For real.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, so yeah, I want to keep this thing rolling just because we missed him out on the first round. And like I said before, like someone must have pulled out a big sheet of sandpaper and just made this whole world smoother. Cause we got Samuel Rain, the smoothest motherfucker I've ever heard, coming up next. So if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, we'd appreciate that.
Good evening, and it is good to be here. I saw it flash up on my, was it an email? It must have been an email. Yeah, I got an email, and then I'm like, I'm going to this. Elemental's on the show. Shit, I'll go be there. So, and I didn't want to miss it, but I, I'm cooking and all that other stuff, and I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to be in the Bay Area next week for 3 nights, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't know where I'm going to perform, but I'm looking
You
for a
gotta
spot.
link up with Finn. You gotta link up with who else we got in the Bay Area? Oboloso. We got a few poets out in the Bay Area. If y'all can get together, I want to see pictures. I want to hear stories. Like y'all
Yeah.
gotta link up.
Hold on for just 1 sec. Just 1 sec there. Oso Lobo. Oso Lobo, my friend.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to be doing poetry on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, which is my birthday. So I want to do poetry all 3 nights on those, those nights that I'm there.
Happy
So
birthday,
we'll see.
man.
So I'm looking. I reached out to a few people already to see if they can guide me to the right direction. Now, I wasn't going to do anything smooth today, but so I'm just going to drop this. All right, check it out. It's called Miranda. Miranda. I know him and sometimes her. It reads, stop them with bullets. That pass is never read. In the small print it says, the black ones. It seems I must maintain my strength when you are the fear the truth tells me. My death is not the answer to your freedom. I got questions. Why have you canceled my rights to life? Has America gotten better wanting to be white? Just my thoughts. I can't be free when you're the only ones living it, shedding skin just to become the same you. Now, part 2. From this lineup, let's name names while we play wait and see. Check the headlines. You'll find another one of me multiple times like target practice. Supreme Court that, these black robes giving them more rights to take my life. Can you imagine not being free, ladies? Take a look back. The truth in plain sight. They say, your body belongs to me. To see the past coming alive, it only took 102 years for them to slave you again. I see this movie playing itself out. Is this what the people are really saying? After all, no one believed 45 when he said Roe would be taken out. I am Darkman Blues.
Okay. Hey, that was still rough in a smooth way, baby. That Miranda. Oh, the Miranda, right? Yo, I thought it was about a chick for a minute till that first bar kicked in, and it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope, man. Hey, we love what you do. We appreciate everything you do,
Thank
man.
you.
Like, thank you, brother, for coming through tonight, man, showing support and sharing your words with us. We appreciate you, man.
All right.
Complicated. I've never heard that work from you, man. And that shit was cool too. Shout out Stuart Scott to keep telling you, this dude is the cool as the other side of the pillow. But I've never heard you get down like that. Right?
Oh yeah. Well,
that's fire.
Monday, I'm gonna try to be on the show on Monday because I missed a couple of shows. So I'm gonna try to be there Monday, and I'm gonna share some Darkman Blues, some new stuff that's coming out, and then they can definitely check it out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I see everyone who's in the room, and we all know about Monday Night New Yo. So yeah, everybody, let's try to show up on Monday. Give big supports to Elemental, to Complicated Passions, aka Darkman Blues. He's gonna be dropping some new ish. I know y'all want to hear that. I'm gonna try to make it. I know Mondays is kind of rough for me. I'm usually hungover by then. The sign up time, I try to get on, try to get on the books when I can, but I'm gonna try to be there this Monday for sure. So yo, that was the end of our list, but I mean, we all still kicking, right? Y'all feel good? Y'all feeling good? I say, Elemental, drop a little piece for us, man. Let's,
For sure. I will end on these two pieces. Well, I got a short one and then like a couple of new things, but I wanted to share something to make sure it comes through later. But I was in a space recently that I got truly introduced to a form created by one of our community members. And I got a prompt that I decided to follow from one of the slam goats. And so this one is a poem titled Sunday. Can't use the word Sunday. But I decided to do this in the Panku form. Never messed with Pankus until I went to Society
shout out to Deadpan for the
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Panku.
man.
We love you.
So the challenge of this one was a minimum of 20 lines. So I wrote 20, but they're Panku, right? 9, 9, 9, 9, and then 2. All right. So it's the Sundays. The symphony of sound started just before 6:30, sizzling Saturday blues into Anita Baker motivating love tunes, unwritten rules that smell like bleach, ammonia, and Ajax, tape decks on way back when soul was key, harmony of elements that groove you, soothe your weariness, excite your senses to the coming tasks of today, run laziness out of town, first class tickets one way, because mama say you ain't leaving. You ain't laying around all day with all this work that needs to be done. You may not be the two in this space, but you're going to be the one to learn today. It takes work to keep this place in shape. What you think? Dirt just jumps in the trash? Grass trims itself alongside branches, trees, leaves, bushes? Boy, please, you better get on the good foot, act like you actually know what time it is. Bro and sis already in motion, got up early because they know nobody goes nowhere till chores finished. A level of discipline from that day to this. Values are more valuable than anything you can wear. And then I wanted to share another short piece, and then I'll Just one last piece, and then I'm done with y'all. Again, these are all shorter because they're all brand new pieces. I wrote this Thursday. Is he still here? Hell yeah, Frogg's still here. So I came into his poetry games a little late, but I saw the first prompt, The Road Less Traveled, I believe it was. And so this is kind of what I wrote to that. Can you imagine how minuscule chances become along such a winding path soaked in discretion, where lessons take forms of love lost that make challenges catastrophic countermeasures to reach your destiny? Are you ready? Have you trained your senses for coming trials of gauntlet-style syllabi designed to remind you illusions can Houdini your wildest thoughts and Photoshop your replacement into spaces no one will ever remember your name? Are you sure? This road leads to great cataclysms and caverns of deadly ideas that burn disrespect into flesh, branded beast at every feast and with potential for dessert. Do you have the stomach for this? Gruesome uses of truths where chainsaws become tongues that cut through red tape and capes of cartoon beliefs, a pungent picture painted in public arenas where pariahs roam in salty skies that rain blood for the cheers of crowds and clouds and crowds that cloud the skies that will undoubtedly take you beyond your imagination.
Wow.
And my last piece, and I'm getting out of here, y'all.
Hey, after this last piece, I just sent you a message, bro. We've been doing this like a good night thing, and I've been having the features read it. I sent it to you in direct message on the Skype. If you could
Oh,
read that out after your last piece.
for sure. For sure. That's dope. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah. Advocate started it, Deadpan was doing it, and I was like, I want to do one for open minds too. So yeah, go ahead and share this last piece with us, and then if you get close out the night with that little piece I just sent you,
Dope
we'd
as fuck,
appreciate it, man.
That's dope as fuck. Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, bet, bro.
Appreciate you, Frog. You're a dope ass facilitator, man. And your critique is as intricate as the spider webs that you weave in your poetry, man. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we learn poetry from Frogg Corpse. So this is this is my day 2 piece, and I'm gonna do this and get out of here. Lost in spaces of expansive ideas sparked by tiny fissures and volcanic thoughts make eruption, ignition of hyperjive, jump gate past escape hatch to detach dendrites from country tis of these circuitry that put people in matrix style comas of catatonic denial. That what we see is actually real, not AI generated symmetry that equals Tom Brady template for designer babies born under collapsing star make galaxy of wonders, just another mission impossible conquered through CGI and master craftsmanship that turns scripts into cult classics. Lightsaber saviors on rampages to rid your imaginations of burdens like truth and consequences for lies told in heat of passion where decisions depend on how deep is your love? Living in a world of fools who pretend love can't be delicate and dangerous in same breath exhaled in stress-filled configurations that sound like check. No microphone, just mate in 6, unless we fix our point of perception, see degrees of separation thrown out like bad water, like common sense for centuries past when master race's master plan was enacted, sent eugenics as incentive to be sterile or heralded as lost warrior and struggles of imbalanced constructions of home, where pirates roam in plain sight with old glory backdrops next to come take it declarations of independence to Second Amendment rights to be violent as law allows, with every bullet point intact from founding fathers and descendants alike with PowerPoint precision to sever truth from roots of bloody leaves, leave originals searching for proof of black star lines that recross middle passages to uncrossed paths of believers and blasphemers. Take their Congo Square, make it fit into Oval Office antics. Parlor tricks. Their best attempt at democratic politics, place themselves on unworthy pedestals and have the nerve to claim trickle-down econ models from the Church of Reaganomics gospel, from churches of disgusting work whose collection plates require flesh and 10-year commitment to praising almighty Creflo dollars and pews with hues of poverty. Praise your crusaders and play in your paganism, singing stigmatas of their happy holidays.
Oh shit, Creflo Dollar.
Yeah, hey, he brought out Creflo Dollars, bro. Hey, he used to always trip too. I'm like, yo, like y'all don't see, like this man's name is literally Creflo Dollars, and y'all like donating to him and his church. I bet you he got a mansion and 3 Benz, and like his name is Creflo. Like
Just saying.
religion, hi, I like
Listen,
God and shit. Like
it's just that way. Thank y'all truly for rocking out with me, with Thomas and Open Minds and Catalyst. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world this evening, but y'all were here rocking with. Listen. I know I love to get down. I know the Queen Ray Jane gets down, but I don't know a better team of hosts than these two right here. So thank you for all y'all do for making this space for everyone and continuing to keep it open. And with that, I will leave y'all with this. Thank you, beautiful soul, for sharing your heart. Thank you for being here and caring for art. Thank you for unfolding the wholeness, for being a part, for participating in our mission to spread light into the night, for your stimulating transmission and widespread sight. Thank you for visiting Open Minds, Open Mic. Peace and blessing, y'all.
yeah. Elemental, my boy, I fucking love you. Thank you for doing this feature for us, man. I think everyone here just fucking absolutely enjoyed it, man. It's so good to hear from you, man. Like, whew, boy, that shit was fire.
Man, I really can't thank you enough. You know, clearly I don't always get the opportunity to rip all the time anymore. Because
That's why I wanted to give you this space,
hosting.
right? Because I like hearing your shit, bro. Like when you showed up the other week and I got to hear fucking a poem or two from you, I was like, nah, I need more. I need more. And everybody loves you. I know you got that wet paint on the fucking pages, bro. We all wanted to hear it. Everybody showed up here to listen to what you got to say, bro. And I'm so happy that I was able to provide that space for all of your fans to come and just listen to you and to share that energy and that poetry with you, man, and just being in the same place with you. It just fills me with warmth and love, man. And I'm so glad that you was able to come through tonight and do this for us all,
Keep
man.
saying the energy goes around, bruh. It goes around. You know what I mean? The only reason that I can come and bring all of that energy is because I get it from y'all. You know what I mean? I have my own, right? But then I come in and then it gets intensified by every single box, every single person that I see that I know. I'm getting goosebumps even saying it now, right? Every single person I gain energy from, and that shit goes around, right? It's like breathing, right? The more you know how to breathe, the faster it speeds up, the stronger you are, man. That's how I feel every time I touch this microphone, whether I'm hosting or ripping or whatever, man. I truly love this. I truly love all of y'all because y'all make it just go, man. This earth would not be on a 23.5 degree axis without it. Believe it. Believe it.
Hey, and that's what I love about you so much too, is because you are a conduit for that energy to flow around and to get through us and to stay inspired and to stay fucking on it, bro. Like if it wasn't for you, I might have dropped this shit like in the first month or two. But then you came through a few of my shows. I showed us, seen what you was doing. I was like, man, I can't stop now. It's addicting, bro. Like I gotta be here every Friday to do this, like, cause it's that energy flow, dude. Like I could be having a shitty fucking day and I come through here and I hit fucking start meeting and then all these amazing poets just line up and like it makes it all worth it, yo. Like,
Hey, listen, y'all, sometimes y'all don't know, man. Like I could be having a horrible fucking Monday, right? But as soon as that shit goes live, man, it's the switch goes. And then it's something else, right? Now you got to deal with the storm god, right?
yeah.
You don't have to hear me screaming anymore, but now you get the chance to hear me screaming about you, right? Screaming your name and reciting your poetry back at you, man. That's what I love to do. right? Again, I do this because I love it, not because I'm getting rich off of this shit, or not because I got a contract with nobody, man. Right?
Yeah.
I was doing this well before, and the folks who've been hanging out, rocking with me know I wasn't trying to be a host of New York, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
you was just yeah, you
there,
just
man.
telling.
I just love that space, man.
Yeah.
So it's really a pleasure to be able to host all the incredible poets from around the world every week, man. It really is a joy.
It
And it
is, right?
doesn't feel like a
Like
job, man. Like y'all doing me a favor. Like Advocate used to say, like, really? Like y'all just gonna let me sit here and talk shit about poetry for like 3 hours? Like you fucking right I'm here. You fucking right. I'm gonna be the rowdiest book. You goddamn right I'm here. Shit, man. I'm telling you, I love it. I really, really love it.
that's how I
Listen, I gotta
felt
go,
creating
man.
this space, man. Yeah, hey, that's how I felt creating this space too. It was
Dog,
like I just
dog is
wanted a space where I can like share a few words, and the next thing I know, I got like people like you, people like Magus, people like Jane, people like everybody. Stacy Dyson was our first feature. Like
right.
fucking Prop was our second feature. We got Maddie, aka Baby, showing up. It was like her first open mic, and now
That's
she's
how I came
killing
in.
it. Like,
That's
yeah,
how I
like
came. Prop
yeah, it was
featured
from the
on your
Prop.
space, and he was like, "Yo, I'm featuring." I was like, "Okay, I'm going to support Prop," and it was on your space. I was like, you know
Yo,
what? This is the space
and
to be on Friday nights, man. Clearly,
I
you're
was
getting
new to
some
all this
monsters
shit.
coming in this space.
Yeah, bro,
Some
and I was
monsters.
new to all this shit, bro. Like I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I went to one open mic and was like, "Oh, I want to start my own." And then like Stacy was Dyson, I got a hold of it on some other open mic, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll feature for you." And then she pulled in people, and then she pulled in Prop, and then I pulled in, and it was like next thing I knew, like I had like these amazing like juggernauts of poetry coming to feature every Friday, and then ever since then, it's like fucking just been blowing my mind, bro. The level of talent that we get on a weekly basis has pushed me to want to write more, pushed me to want to become a better poet, a better wordsmith, a better fucking host, a better, you know what I mean? Like watching your show, you and fucking Ray J have like taught me how to host. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I come to New York to see how y'all do that shit so I could try to be a better host. And like you've been a big inspiration for me, man. Like not only poetically, but like as a host perspective, as a facilitator, as a better person in general, dog. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out and doing this feature for us, man.
Man, listen,
Blessed, dude.
when it's family, right? When you truly exist in a realm of community, right? It's about energy, right? I'm gonna say this and I'm going. I have a philosophy about give and give back. I don't invest in give and take, right? Because usually if you're taking, i.e., receiving something, you can't really give anything,
Yeah.
right?
And it's
So
passive.
right. I try not to be that taker. I try to be more of a kind of a just not a translator, but just again a
Like a
conduit.
conduit, yeah.
A conduit,
It's
man.
that, like I said, like your energy, bro, and your fucking vessel, right? To absorb all that energy in and then just spill it back into the community and inspire people with it when it wasn't even really your energy to begin with. Like, yeah, you got your own hype, your own energy, but like you're taking it from the rest of the people and giving it back to them.
That's
And
my philosophy. It's
yeah,
not
and
a
like
take,
I
it's a give
admire that,
back.
bro.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
give and give back, right? I don't
yeah,
take anything from anyone. It's a give and give back, right? You
yeah,
give to me, like I say in my intro, right? Every ounce of energy you give to the poets, they're gonna give back to you in their poetic performance,
yeah,
right? That's how I truly feel about it. So yeah, I'm gonna come with a tank full of energy, right? Because I'm giving it to you.
yeah.
Because trust, once that shit goes off and once that show goes off, I'm burnt, bro. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
be up for the next 3 hours after that. But I really
I'm
do.
actually hitting another open mic after this starts in a half hour. Magus, I'll send you the link again. It's they call me Mitch open mic. I don't know if you ever been through that spot, but
Heard of it.
yeah, she cool. Fucking I usually do that after this because then it's like I spend all night hosting. right? And I don't really get to share much. I'll try to slide in a poem or two, throughout the night or whatever. But then like at the end of the night when I'm fucking burnt, bro, I'm like, cool, I could just sit back and spit a few poems and listen to people and not have to worry about, introductions and compliments and all this shit. I could just kind of sit back and just coast, right? Like, but yeah, man, hey, I appreciate you so much, man, for coming through and doing this tonight, bro. This been, I asked you a few months ago for this, bro, and you finally came through. And like, bro, I love it. I love your poetry. I love who you are as a person. So, like, me personally, this was like the fucking feature that I was the most hyped about. Like,
Fuck. I meant to listen. My apologies, even for that word. My apologies, because I meant to mention it while everyone's in the room, real quick. And this is seriously the last thing, and I'm out. I have to say 100% how much I appreciate you for what happened on Thursday, I believe. Listen, and I was telling my girl about it, and it took me to a Dave Chappelle skit. Check it out. So in the Dave Chappelle skit with Wayne Brady, right? At the end of the show, he was talking about, he said, no, Dave called me. He said, no, y'all don't understand the significance of that, because people in Hollywood don't call each other. They got egos and it has to go around the bend and all that shit, right? I mentioned that piece of the story because for y'all to understand, this cat called me. This cat FaceTime, right? Every feature that I've done, paid or not, it's always come in an email or a DM. This cat actually fucking called me. He actually fucking called me. So for that, bro, you got props for that. They, you know what I mean? They don't run out, man. Just for the respect that you showed and gave me in that space, man. Really, I will always have love and respect for you for that. Just for doing shit the right way, man. Like beyond all that
how could
bullshit.
I
Like,
send
oh
you a
no, this is a
message and be
real
like,
cat.
hey, you want
This
to
is just a
feature
real
for
fucking
me?
cat. Like, let me just reach out
Yeah,
to this
like,
cat.
yeah, like,
Like,
how
I
could I
appreciate
like
that.
send you in a message? Hey, you want to feature for me? Nah, bro. I hit you up on the FaceTime, seen your face, looking, scrubby and bummy. My hair was all fucked up, dude, and I was just
Hey,
like,
I
hey,
mean, listen,
man,
I
you
was
could
I
come
was
feature
blazing.
for
I
me,
think you
bro.
were blazing.
Like,
Listen, it
yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah.
Listen,
That's how
again,
magic
listen.
happens, bro. Real shit,
No,
dog.
but
Like
it,
two
it
real
just it
niggas just
just touched me in a different
communicating,
way
bro.
that you fucking reached out, bro.
Yeah.
Like not send me, hey, you know what I mean, trying to dazzle me or some bullshit. You was just like, nah, bro. Like,
I was like,
so
I gotta call up Elemental, bro, and just ask him, hey, you wanna come fucking feature for this Friday? We ain't got no feature, bro. I'd love for you to feature. And he's like, let me think about it. So I'm like, all right, I gave him space. I was like, I'll post some shit on Wednesday saying we might have a surprise for you. And then I hit you up today and I'm like, you down? You say, yup. And I was like, all right, bro. Within 10 minutes, had a fucking post on Instagram talking about we featuring Elemental tonight. Like,
what y'all don't know is I was working with a poet all day today, right? And then I had to go and run an errand and come back. So you talking about, oh, you had to make, yeah, I
dude, we
got back
spent
just in
20
time.
minutes at her sister's birthday party. Literally, it took us an hour to drive there. We spent 20 minutes. I set my alarm by it because I know we had to leave fucking like 20 minutes after we showed up. So, like, we literally, here's your birthday present, hug. We didn't get to eat dinner. I had one salmon cracker, bro. And fucking, we dipped out, bro. Like, cause I was like, yo, they're all too like, why you gotta leave this like a family occasion? We haven't. I'm like, bro, I got Elemental featuring for me tonight. Like,
Place to be on a Friday
please, yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Like,
listen, that's the beautiful part about this, man, is that you are truly building a platform that is the place to be on Friday nights.
yeah, that's
That's
why I say
really
it
dope.
every. That's why I start every recording with
So
it. Yo, welcome to
I
Open
implore
Minds
you to
Open
go to
Mic,
those
dude.
places. Come to Monday night, go to Thursday night, go to BWAMs and
Yeah.
advertise your space. Get rid of the thought about
Bro,
a
I've been
central
heard.
plug. Get
Yo,
rid of all that shit.
I've been told by many of people that yo, this is one of the best open mics I've ever been to. CP Mays sent me a fucking voice message on IG one time that was just like, he's like, look, most people get their roses when they dead. He's like, you deserve your roses now. He's like, the place you fucking created for us is amazing. And I don't think you understand what you've done, but what you've done is amazing. And like, dude, just hearing that from like someone like CP Mays or hearing it from even Daniel Fernandez sent me a message when he first started. And he was like, dude, like I just started hitting open mics and like Your mic is fucking amazing, dude. Like, and then you, like, you shout me out on fucking New. You never shout people out on New York, bro. And like every time I get on that bitch, you're like, make sure y'all checking out Open Minds, Open Mic. Like, you know, him and Thomas and Catalyst be doing this shit, right? Like, that's fucking love, fam. Ray J does the same. Like, that's fucking love, man.
Tells you,
Like,
man, energy goes around, bruh. It
yeah,
goes around when you find actual true spaces. Listen, when the pandemic first started, there were so many open mics all over the world, so many, right? Just like the .com boom.
yeah.
Now it's only about 10 real worthy open mics to go
And
to.
it's crazy. I was ballsy. I'm like, we taking Friday night slot. Like, cause if you ain't going out on Friday night, you ain't got nowhere to be. You coming to open mics. And even if you blow off your Friday night club plans with your boys, cause you're like, nah, I got an open mic to be to. Like, I was ballsy with that, with grabbing the Friday night slot, dude, and it's worked out, man. Like, fucking, I love everybody in this room right now. We only got, it's a few of us left. We got you, Gustav, Daniel, and Frog still chilling, bro. Yo, me and Frog be chatting all the time. Me and Magus be chatting all the time. Me and Daniel spit back and forth. I'ma holler at you more, dog. I gotta talk to you more because I was talking to Finn and she's like, yeah, I talk to fucking Elemental all the time. We buddies and shit. That's why I called you. So I was like, I'm not just gonna send him a message. I'm like, no, I need to call him up and be like, hey, what's up, brother? Like, you gonna come through on Friday? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause look, as far as I'm concerned, you part of my family, bro. You my brother. You know what I'm saying?
So right? When you next time you come to Monday and I get a chance to interview you, I will be referencing this space. I will be referencing this day and the fact that you called me to feature in your space. So just prepare yourself. The next time you come, you will hear that. All right. Thank y'all. I
Bet, bet.
appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Have
All
a
right.
great evening, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love
Fuck.
y'all.
Hey, love you, Elemental, man. I
And
hope
that
you have a wonderful night, man.
mic thing.
Appreciate y'all.
Uh,
Love.
bless you and your family. All
Send
right,
me
man.
that
So,
mic thing.
oh yeah, the for Mitch's space.
Yeah.
Frog, you coming to Mitch?
If somebody give me a link, please.
Yeah, I'll
Mom,
send. Here, hold up. Here, I'm gonna
yeah,
send it
check
right
on
now
me.
in chat because I
Yeah,
don't think Daniel's been there yet.
yeah.
So hold up, I
All
got it.
right.
Oh, and guess who's fucking hosting it tonight?
Yeah, I've never
Chan.
been there.
Yeah, Chanson's hosting it tonight.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
sweet.
Chanson?
Yeah, Chanson, the motherfucking haiku master. He's trying to go for the world records of haiku. And he's like getting there. Like he's only got a few ways. So room ID 911-062-3109, password 383. I posted it in the chat. I'll keep this open long enough for y'all to fucking get it. It starts in 20 minutes. That's why I like going to hers after, because it's like usually we end by around 7:30 or so. And then I get a minute to go take a piss, pour another drink, fucking chill for a second, smoke a cigarette, fucking try to unwind the hypeness from the fucking night, right? And then show up to another space, right? And tonight Chanson's hosting it, so that's gonna be dope. Last week Mike Sindler hosted, cause Mitch is out of town or they're doing some. Thomas fucking dropped on the beat. Hey, I might get Thomas to help us with Whispers in the Wind, dude. To throw us some more bass line and like piano riffs and stuff. So yeah, y'all copy down that, and hopefully I see y'all in like 20 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thanks for-
Check you later.
See y'all soon, man. Love y'all. Hey, thanks for
Yep.
coming
Thanks
through
for the
tonight,
link.
Frog. Fucking love y'all.
You too.
Hey, and I'm gonna take that walk tomorrow. I'm
All
taking
right.
that walk tomorrow, and I'm gonna get in it. Cause like
Man.
you heard what I read earlier, it was dope, but like I wrote it from inside the house and just kind of let the poem go where it went. But like
Yeah.
I need to go take that walk and let
Yeah.
nature
Yeah.
write
Yeah.
it.
I recommend the walk. And also, man, like I was saying, like with poetry, with some of them, it ain't a marathon.
Yeah.
You take your time and sit on it, and eventually
I
it'll
mean, I like where this one
it'll
went.
write
This one
itself.
this
But
one
you get
came out pretty
to
dope. But
put
like
down. So yeah.
I wanna
Uh,
I wanna do it how I envisioned it, like me taking that walk, bro, and like
yeah.
just
And when you
observing
take that
everything.
walk, when you take that walk, write what you see, or sit down next to that lake, or go even farther into the mountains. Go find that bear that's gonna either tear your face off or fucking, you know,
Hey, if
give you
my
a hug
wife ends
and
up posting some shit and being
yeah,
like a bear ate him while he wrote this shit, like
yeah.
that'll be my legacy. I'm cool
But,
with that.
but yeah, like rest in peace. The bear's camp. No, but fucking man, yeah. I really think you'll enjoy the experience of writing on
Yeah.
location.
Well, I did that when I wrote the poem Ganja Blue for my cat.
Yeah, yeah,
I went down next to the river where we buried him at, and we have like this altar we set up. Like we buried him, and then like we created this like altar for him, and every time we go down there, we like add to it and shit. And like he helped me write it. Like as I was sitting there in front of his grave, like he helped me write it. I don't know if I ever have you heard Ganja Blue? Have I spit that one for you?
yeah, yeah.
The one about my cat, right? The
Indeed.
it
I
was
think I seen the first
arousing,
about
arousing my curiosity when yeah. So like
um
it was different like sitting down there and that's how I even started was like like talking about the river that we were sitting next to and like the experience of it and like
yeah. And
it's
also
different when you're
too, like
in it,
when
you
you
know.
describe things, you know, don't forget that you can create. So
Yeah, see, that's the thing
like
too.
grass
Like you
for
said, even if it's
instance.
mundane, throw that shit in a blender and come out gonzo with it. Be like, dude, I seen a
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
unicorn jumping over the trees. Like,
Yeah, use your ample skills that you have now to do it. But like things like I was about to say real quick before we jump out of here, it's like even explaining something like grass. I mean, you can express it even in a way of
the
going like,
verdant blades pushing through the dirt.
or yeah, or create even creating another thing like tiny fingers stretched to the sky and
Yeah,
ignoring over wheels of tarmac rivers, which is like another wording for sidewalk or pavement
yeah.
river. You can actually turn
Yo,
things.
you and I need to, I want to sit down because like I really want, so you said in your workshop, you're like, get a hold of me and like let me know specifically what you want to fucking improve upon if you want to become a better writer. And I
Yeah,
honestly like have the highest respect and admiration for you as a writer. And I
thank you.
want to learn from you, dude. Like I fucking love the way you even just perform it, bro, with that like very subtle, just fucking like it's like a slow knife sticking into your eardrums every fucking line. You know what I mean? Like I fucking love that, dude. And like I
Thank
wanna
you. I wanted to teach that class as well, but that would be different from what I'm teaching you now, but I can teach you that.
I
And
mean we'll get to that
you'll
point,
just
but
yeah,
like
what that
I
will just
wanna
learn.
have more like one-on-ones with you.
Yeah, indeed. When we can definitely do that in the future. But yeah, that'll work on tone and also bringing out your authentic self. That's what I like to
Yeah.
call it. Yeah.
Seeing and like where I was at, dude, like when I hit this one, like I need to learn how cause I started writing poetry because I wanted to do rap, right? So like with
Yeah.
this one that I have wrote, like it's like some of my rap favorites are like Aesop Rock and Cambada and like people that have like this very complex rhyme scheme, but like flow it like it's nothing. And if you didn't like actually see the lyrics or the rhyme scheme or you weren't a lyricist to understand it, like you'd be like, ah, it's whatever. But then if you actually know what the fuck they're saying and like you can break down the rhyme scheme, like it's some of the most impressive shit in the world. Right? Like they're like next level fucking S class fucking lyricists, right? And like that's where I want to bring my shit to. And I know you can help me get there. And so
Oh, very
like
much.
mixing my kind of yeah, like mixing my natural talent and where I'm at now as a writer, and then absorbing that knowledge and those hints and those little cheat codes and little tips that you got for me, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know I can hit that next fucking level, bro. And so like yeah, I want to be a little more interactive with some of our lessons, dude. And I would love, me and you could sit there and chat for hours, bro. Like we do it fucking occasionally, right? Like
Yeah,
so I would
indeed,
love
indeed.
to maybe just sit down with a session and just and actually maybe even write something right there with you. You know what I mean? And be like, how about this line? Like, oh, I would say this way, and then I'd be like, okay, well, I can get in a better rhyme scheme if I do it this way. And then you go, okay, well, if you're gonna do it that way, then fucking throw this line in and like and have something built to where at the beginning I'm like, full warning, this is from me and Frog Corpse. You know what I mean? Like where like I want so I won't take the credit for it completely be like, this is some shit that Frog Corpse helped me write. Enjoy. Right? Like and people are like, what the fuck, that was amazing. Be like, yeah, it wasn't all me. It's me and this nigga combined. Like, I want to do a rap song with you too, cause I know you rap. I show fucking, hey, when you sent my wife when we was tripping on shrooms the other night, bro, you sent her that fucking music video. She's like, what?
Oh
Frog
yeah,
Corpse can
yeah,
rap? She's like,
yeah,
Frog Corpse is a rapper? She's like, what the fuck? I didn't know that shit. She's like, oh, what
yeah,
the fuck? Like, yeah, you blew her mind with that shit, bro. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, we're
that's
gonna have to
crazy,
get on a
man.
song together or something, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So
and you
like,
know
I
some
just to
producers and
briefly
shit
say
too.
that before I jump, like, yeah, um, I started going to like music venues and hanging around musicians and shit when I was like fucking 11, 12 years old.
Same here,
And
bro.
we're
I
talking
know
like,
famous musicians
like
and shit,
we
dude.
used
I
to
grew
be
up
in bars
around.
and
I'm
shit.
deaf because of sitting next to fucking guitar amps and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
yeah, I started that shit when I was like 12, getting drug into fucking dive bars and other music venues and all sorts of shit. Came a point where one night I was at a club and a dude was uh looking at me because I was standing at the side of the stage, just like I fucking all the instruments up there. And he was like, hey, you want to help me with these chords? And it was one of the riggers. So for like I think it was 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. I ended up doing rigging for various venues around Louisville when I was
that's
growing up
dope.
in that world.
That's nice
Um,
for a little kid too. I'm
did
sure
a
they tipped you
couple
out,
other
all
things.
right.
I mean, yeah, because that's like I get to sometimes get to see shows for free and shit. So like
Yeah.
I did OTEP skier once. So
Ooh,
when I was a fucking young
OTEP.
Shadows Fall, all fucking
Okay.
pretty good fucking big metal bands mostly.
Oh yeah.
And
Before I
yeah,
forget, because
yeah,
for
and
some
that's
reason
not
it just
fucking
popped in my head.
music and rock.
Um,
So, and of course, books,
yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe, and all sorts of shit like Frederick Schiller and other
Fuck
German.
yeah.
But yeah, mostly I got my shit. I started my shit through that and got into being a vocalist, and that was that until I
Dude,
switched.
your
To poetry,
performance
and
on poetry is
fucking work. So yeah.
inspiring, dude. Like I remember the first time I heard you, Finn was like, "Oh yeah, my boy," because it was when we were doing the or PGN, the Poetry Global Network fucking spotlight. Um, and she's like, "Yeah, you got like I've known Finn for a little bit now, you know what I'm saying?" She's like, "Oh yeah, my boy Frog Corpse coming through." I'm like, "Bet." She's like, "You're gonna like him." Like she knows my style, right? She's like, "You're gonna like Frog." And I remember when you spit that first poem, dude, I heard it, I was just like, "Fuck." That shit is like, dude, just the, and it was one of the ones where you were like talking about like exploding nebulas and shit. Like it had some like crazy like outer space context or like some astrological fucking like, and it was still like in that kind of horror genre like darkness to it, but like you had brought it to like this whole other like astral level, and it was like I remember looking over at my wife and I'm like, this nigga right here, bro, like, fuck, dude. But yeah, man, I fucking love you and respect you, man, and I hope that we can maybe even collab on some shit coming up here in the future. But yeah,
Eventually, when I get my schedule done, I am going to be done in the third week of May because I
all
got
right,
shit. Yeah, I got door shit, other poetry shit, that writing shit at Bellarmine. Then I
yeah,
got dog watch, all sorts of other shit. And
yeah,
then
you just
fucking
in
on
it.
top of that, July's fucking Gonzo Fest. So,
Yeah.
yeah, third
So
week of
like in
May.
May, third week of May. All
Yeah,
right, we gonna
third
hit
week.
up. We gonna be on the phone for hours, dog. We gonna fucking write some shit, dude. We gonna do a collab, and we gonna
All right.
premiere it either on Open Minds or at New Yo or something, bro. And we're gonna drop some shit, and it's gonna be like Frog Corpse featuring Open Minds, and they're gonna be like, "What?" Like they gonna know that shit's gonna be dope, bro. The two, you and I together, bro. Like we gonna write some fucking sick shit, dude. Like, but yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna go take a piss. We got 10 minutes to this next show. You gonna show up to the Mitch one?
Yeah, I'm going to Mitch's right now. That's why I was like, I'm bouncing.
Yeah. All right, man. I love you, man. I'll see you there, bro.
All right, mad respect.
Yep. Peace, brother.